the sunshine, sing, cry in the dark, fly through the night. Don't cry now. Don't you cry. Don't you cry anymore. La 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 la. Sleep in the stars. Don't you cry. Dry your eyes on the wind. La 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 la. All I know is something like a bird within her sang. All I know she sang a little while and then flew on. Tell me all that you know, I'll show you snow and rain. Tell me, did I see your baby laugh about that? I'm gonna bring it on like a drinking. Well, but you let me throw it to you, what a man. Now I'm not touching down deep inside. Baby, what you let it like easy. I'm on as a remedy for every little thing I feel me. Ooh, mama, take a moment. Please me. Baby, baby, why you dye your hair? Mama, keep it with Monday. Baby, why don't you pretend I know you too? Try me, did a bullet joint and scold on you. Mercy. I wanna bring it on like a dream. Well, won't you let me prove it to you what about it? I'm gonna touch it down deep inside. Baby, what you got that like? But I wanna have the remedy for every little thing I feel of me. Ooh, mama, take a moment. To please me. See, it's what I need. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thanks for coming, y'all. that my behavior's unacceptable, so condescending, unnecessarily critical. I have a tendency of getting very physical, so watch your step, cause if I do, you'll need a miracle. You train me, try, make me wonder why I'm even here. The double vision I was seeing is finally clear. You want to stay, but you know very well I want you gone, and I fit to fucking tread the ground that I'm walking on. When it gets cold outside and you've got nobody to love, you'll understand what I mean when I say there's nowhere we're gonna give up. Like a leader who cries in the face of a monster that lives in a dream. Yeah. Is there anyone out there? Cause it's getting harder and harder to breathe. And is there anyone out there? Cause it's getting harder and harder to breathe. What you were doing was screwing things up inside my head. You should know better, you never listen to what I said. Touching your pillow and writhing in the naked sweat, hoping somebody someday will do you like I did. When it gets cold outside and you've got nobody to love, you'll understand what I mean when I say there's nowhere we're gonna give up. Like a leader who cries in the face of a monster that lives in a dream. Is there anyone out there? Cause it's getting harder and harder to breathe. And is there anyone out there? Cause it's getting harder and harder to breathe. Does it kill? Does it burn? Is it painful to learn that it's me who has all the control? Does it thrill? Does it sting when you feel what I bring and you wish that you had me to hold? When it gets cold outside and you've got nobody to love, you'll understand what I mean when I say there's nowhere we're gonna give up. Like a leader who cries in the face of a monster that lives in a dream. Yeah. Is there anyone out there? Cause it's getting harder and harder to breathe. And is there anyone out there? Cause it's getting harder and harder to breathe. And is there anyone out there? Cause it's getting harder and harder to breathe. And is there anyone out there? Cause it's getting harder and harder to breathe.
Coming to you live from historic McBean Stadium in the heart of Lincoln, California. It's time for Potters Baseball. Potters Baseball brought to you by Stone's Broadcast Networks. And now let's send it up to the booth, to the legend, Mark the Phantom Lowe.
Thank you very much, Disembodied Voice, and yes, welcome to McBean Stadium in lovely Lincoln, California. We got Thursday night baseball for you, and it's going to be a good one. Lincoln Potters, Peloteros, two teams that know each other pretty well. Coach Eli Garcia of the Potters going out home plate for the meeting with the umpires, facing on the opposing coach, Isaiah Garcia. So, yeah, I'd say they know each other pretty well. We've got a lot of familiar faces. We'll have a lot of familiar names on both teams as we get started. I am Mark the Phantom Lowe. That's Riley the engineer. That is Willie Preston over there doing the PA. That is Luke Statwalker and Carson, the intern coordinator, working the point streak and the track man. And that's who we've got out here today. We had Kira Leroy singing the national anthem. She did a tremendous job. We are excited about a lot of things tonight. Of course, it's $1 beer night. The beer, Lincoln Light. Come in, order a Lincoln Light. It's $1. It is $1. Go down there and tell them I said you can have it for $1. That's what you get it for anyway. It doesn't matter what I say. It's $1 beer night. There's other beer. You won't pay $1 for it, but there's other beer. But even if you're getting another beer, get a sidecar for $1. What could that hurt? Get a chaser. No problem. We've also got, tomorrow's Portuguese night. That's awesome. Tomorrow is also tie night or something. Everybody, there's Potter's ties. I need one of those. I saw them. They are fantastic. We have a great pitching matchup also. Tyler Moore from American River College and William Jessup University is on the mound for the Peloteros. On the mound for the Potters, returning Potter legend out of Rockland, California, and Stanford University, Mr. Torrin O'Haron. And if we have time, Carson, the intern coordinator, has a story about Torrin O'Haron and Little League. I don't know if I'll get to it. There's a lot of stuff on my plate today, Riley, but we're going to try to get that in as Torrin finishes up his warm-up tosses. He will be facing the first three hitters, Carson Moore, Dylan News, and Aiden Diome for the Peloteros. In fact, Riley, do we have that lineup? We do. There's Diome, who's played with the Potters this year and was absolutely fantastic. Tyler Billiard, the catcher. Landon Plowd out of Lincoln High School. Tremendous high school season for the Fighting Zebras. Drew Perry, Jackson Norton, and Jason Harris rounding it out, as we mentioned. Tyler Moore, the right-hander, on the mound. So O'Haron finishing up his warm-up toss is a perfect night for baseball. Just a perfect night for baseball. We also have another Potters debut, which we'll get to in a minute when we look over the defensive alignment. Good crowd out here already. Everybody's over at the Brick and Barrel backyard and down the third baseline getting their $1 beer. So they won't be settling into their seats for quite some time so we can get an accurate count for you. But really good. In fact, you want to be out here tonight. Usually I say stay home, watch it on the thing, watch it on the stream, subscribe. Lincoln Potters Baseball, Stones Broadcast Networks, YouTube. We thank you for that. Please subscribe. But tonight, we got a lot of local people. We got $1 beer. Come on out. Come out and say hello if you want to. I don't mind that. Come up and say hello. I'll show you. I'll introduce you to Luke Statwalker. It'll be a great night. First pitch is a strike to Carson Moore out of San Diego State University, which is a prestigious university down south. They are the Aztecs. O'Haron delivers outside for a ball right on 93 miles an hour for the right-hander. Out of Stanford, originally from Rockland, California. Still from Rockland, California. He's just pitching for Stanford now. And it's always great to see Torrin back here in the Potters powder blue and white and orange and whatever color else they put on. That's lifted out toward left field. Slicing toward the line, Ty Russell is on the run, and it's a foul ball. Out by the 314 sign, bounces over the fence. So it is 1 ball and 2 strikes on Carson Moore, playing second base for Peloteros today. Trying to do a little information. Carson was supposed to look for me and see if Peloteros has played a game yet, but he lost interest in that. He was telling me his Torrin O'Haron story, and he just got a little bit off track, because it was, a lot of acting and stuff and, voice inflections, accents and stuff. So he got a little distracted. I'll check with him again in a little while and see. A lot of Lincoln Light moving around right in front of us down there. Outside for a ball. Did I mention it's only $1? I think I did. Piper the Peacock even came out early because it's dollar beer night. I don't think Piper imbibes. I think he might have had difficulties earlier. He might go to meetings. I don't know. That's just speculation. O'Haron, fastball swung on and missed. At 94 from Torrin O'Haron, he throws it by Carson Moore for the first out. And bring up Dylan News, the center fielder. Dylan out of Cal State Northridge, home of Eli Garcia, amongst others. And he, another left-handed hitter, this time the center fielder wearing number 33. Black jerseys, gray pants. Good look, good striking look with the white on the jerseys as well. Nice look. I like it, Riley. News fouls that one back. Let's look at the defensive alignment, shall we? Tyler Russell in left, Brian Williams Jr. center, Trip Garish right. Jake Lavin third, Kenny Winters at shortstop, Tristan Russell and Jason Hansen. Adam Paniagua making his debut out of Regis University. He led Division II in home runs and runs batted in this last season. Torrin O'Haron on the mound. Adam had 27 home runs and drove in 100 runs for Regis, the Regis Rangers, which is a tremendous mascot. They're, as I told Voldemort earlier, they're from Denver, Colorado. That's exactly right, and he poo-pooed me. In fact, I think Luke Statwalker also poo-pooed me on that, and he will pay in the rankings for that doubt of me, although I wasn't positive myself. We do have an absence here, Spencer for hire, who's number 1 on the list. He's a little sickness today, so he is not at the ballpark. That's big news. Swing and a miss. 2 strikeouts in a row by O'Haron. That'll bring up Aiden Diome. So Spencer, I got to give him credit. He tried. He was in here. He was working, but Willie said, hey, dude, Sometimes he'd take one for the team and don't get everybody else sick, go on home. So he did. Also, Stones McCoy was supposed to be out here today. He is supposedly under the weather. At least that's what he told Riley. So we're missing him out here. Missing a lot of people today. But we have a lot of new people today. It's crazy. It's a circle of life. Get Elton John on the phone. That's outside for a ball to Aiden Diome out of West Park High School. And was a Potter for a while this year and was absolutely fantastic. Hit right around 500 and was a big RBI producer. In about the first 6 or 7 games or so, swings and misses at that fastball. O'Haron throws it by him at 94, which is he's been sitting right there most of the first inning. As I see him throw the ball at 94, the story that Carson told me gets a little more painful, but we'll let him talk about that. That one took something off that one. It's a ball. 2-1 now on Aiden Diome. He's followed by Kyle Pedersen, the right fielder. Aiden headed ultimately for the University of Arizona, who I think they're in the World Series this year. So not a bad place to go. Reload with guys like Aiden, they'll be there next year too. Swing and a miss. 2-2. I think he's only I think he has one more year of high school. Somebody told me that. A tremendous player, great future. 2-2 right now though against Torrin O'Haron. And there it is, 1, 2, 3 on strikes. Great inning for Torrin O'Haron. We'll go to the bottom of the first. Peloteros, nothing. Potters coming to bat.
This job is the Esplanade at Turkey Creek phases 4 and 5. Our scope of work for this project is full scope, so we've got all the underground, all the joint trench, and all the topside included with it.
We're putting in sewer pipe, manholes. We're not doing services yet. We go through and do all the main line, and then we come back and do all the services after that. I would say this project right here, the one we're working on, is probably about a 2-month project. It's very costly to the developer, so beating the schedule is very important, more important than most projects. It's got a lot of groundwater, so we've got an extensive groundwater pump system in place. It's just cool to be a part of the built environment and know that for the next 100 years that people are going to use and enjoy what we've created here today.
Hi, Bill Evans, President of the Placer County Association of Realtors. We're in the store, our conference facilities, an amazing team help us keep together an amazing organization, and we thank them all.
This organization can't do what it does and can't run the way it runs without the help of so many members volunteering their time.
The success of the Placer County Association of Realtors is largely dependent on our active volunteer members to help our organization and industry. The work of our committees greatly impacts our ability to champion efforts across the board and giving back to the Placer County community wherever we can.
Like all service organizations, I wanted to serve. And getting involved with the affiliate committee was the perfect way to do that.
I love being able to serve my community with my business friends and other leaders and give back to those who are in need.
The thing I love about the PCAR committees is they all work toward the same goal of bringing the community together to support those in need in our surrounding area.
I instantly came to the meeting and had a wonderful time, felt like I was a part of something bigger, and it was just the start of my leadership journey.
Bottom of the first inning, Potter's coming to the plate after Torrin O'Haron puts down the Peloteros 1, 2, 3, all on strikes. Riley, do your job for once and put up that lineup, will you please? Jake Lavin starting us off. Brian Williams Jr., Ty McGraw, the DH today. Tristan Russell leading the team in RBIs, batting cleanup. Garish, the player of the game. On Tuesday, Jason Hanson, there's Adam Paniagua making his first start, batting 7th. Tyler Russell, Kenny Winters, the shortstop for the Potters. Thank you, Riley, for finally fulfilling your potential. Really, really looking forward to you going forward now that you've finally done that. That's great. Jake Lavin, the batter, 441 on the season. And, I don't know, 1,000 walks maybe? No, only 15. So his on-base percentage is astronomical. He has 15 hits and 15 walks. So gets you up near 30 somewhere, I would say. Tyler Moore on the mound. The right-hander delivers. It's outside. He is from American River College. And also William Jessup. We have his pitching coach, Brock Raggets, right outside the window right there. I can see him from here. And he gave me the info on Tyler. I watched Tyler pitch for 2 years over at American River, and it's great to see him at William Jessup. Swing and a miss. 4 pitches, fastball, curve, cutter, and a split change. Tyler mostly out of the bullpen this year, and they're looking at him next year as a hybrid reliever and getting some starts as well. So a big year coming up for Tyler Moore over at William Jessup right down the road. Check swing, did he go? I don't know. I'm asking you, bro. He says no. I should have known with Jake Lavin that he didn't go. 3 balls, 1 strike on the Potters' third baseman. He takes ball 4. Walk number 16, just like that. Almost spoke it into existence. And bring up Brian Williams Jr., who's also been sensational this year. The product of Midwest City, Oklahoma, is hitting a crisp .415. He's driven in 4. He scored 20, and he has 17 stolen bases to lead the team. Although coming up fast is Tristan Russell has 15, so neck and neck for that stolen base crown. But he's up here with nobody out and Lavin at first base. That is in there for a strike rally. Let's put up the Peloteros defensive alignment if we can. Tyler Billiard behind the plate. Norton at third, Diome at short, Moore at second, and Landon Plowd at first. Harris, News, and Perry in the outfield behind Tyler Moore. Again, Riley, good job. You're really catching it on. After a couple years, you really nailed it. Throw to first base, and back is Lavin. Landon Plowd over at first base, the Lincoln High product, who had a magnificent season for the Fighting Zebras. I believe they won the Section D5 and then moved on to the NorCals. Something like that. Williams takes outside, and it goes all the way back to the screen. And Lavin will get down to second base on the wild pitch. So Jake with the walk, and now the wild pitch moves into scoring position for Brian Williams, who has 4 RBI on the season. Like I said, more prolific as a scorer with 20 runs scored to go with those 17 stolen bases, and also some excellent defensive play in center field. Ty McGraw is the on-deck hitter. Williams hits it out in the right field. That is down for a base hit. Having to hold was Lavin, so he will be held at third base. And Williams delivers a single. It's first and third, nobody out for the Potters here in the bottom of the first, and here's Ty McGraw. Out of Gardendale, Alabama, small, sleepy town of about 17,000, 18,000 in north central Alabama. Home of who else, Riley? Do you remember? I don't either. It's Chris Fryer, the Zach Brown band drummer. Remember? We talked about this. That's okay. You got a lot on your mind, okay? You got a lot on your mind. You got to figure out who you're going to play Sea of Thieves with later. You got to figure out what other games you're going to play. You got a lot of things. You're going to do VR volleyball or something. You got a lot of stuff going on. We'll hear more about that next Tuesday on Relaxing with Riley. Here's McGraw. Williams leading at first base. There he goes, outside, and it won't be no throw, and Williams slides into second base as Billiard holds on to the ball. Second and third now. That pitch was high and outside from Tyler Moore. So McGraw, who has 12 runs batted in, 14 runs scored on the season, batting .425. So thank you, Gardendale, for sending us a good one out here this summer. Takes down low. It's also from Troy University. Got to mention that. Did we decide they were the Troy Trojans or the Troy Warriors? I think we said Trojans. Yeah, I thought so, yeah. Great night for baseball out here. The Kiln, the VIP area is full. The stands are pretty much full. Swing and a miss. And your beer, if you order, it's full. $1. Lincoln Lights. It's a $1 beer night, Riley. I know you don't imbibe, you're working, but, I mean, even you can't pass up a deal like that. Although I know that you're a little bit, as we say in England, peckish. You haven't had your victuals yet. McGraw pops it up left side, giving chases nobody because it's way out of there. All right, Perry was running over from left field. I give him that. Also a deal from shortstop, but it was way over to the grassy knoll. The kids are, remember the kid zone has been pushed from beyond the third base dugout all the way down to the left field line to even with the fence line. And so we've got a little food court working, supposed to Mexico, Fat Cat, and others right in that little area right beyond the bleachers on the left side here at McBean Stadium. A lot of good stuff in that area. McGraw takes outside. And the brick and barrel backyard. This, you know, the old dog, the original, down there, serving up the beers, dollar and otherwise. Full count on McGraw. He's followed by Tristan Russell. McGraw hits it out toward left field. He hit it pretty well. Going back is Perry. Still going back. Forget about it. Home run, Ty McGraw. Potters up 3-0. Reached out and put a charge in that one. His first home run of the summer. RBI 13, 14, and 15. And the Potters are on the board first, 3-0. Williams scores ahead of him, as does Jake Lavin. That one, he put the good wood on it, just he didn't really finish the swing, obviously, going out to left field. It just kept on going and kept on going. Perry went back to the wall and no chance. And the Potters, who lead at 3-0, will send up Tristan Russell. 329 feet on the official home run post-it. 100 miles an hour off the bat. So Russell hitting .409 with those 24 RBI, 2 home runs as well, and 13 runs scored. Outside for a ball. We're just talking about Ty McGraw before the game with the guys up here, looking for him to break out. He's been having really good games along with Jake Lavin. Haven't got a player of the game yet, and Ty's making a pretty good run for it. That one is high for a ball. Of course, you got to win the game. That's the first thing. Russell hits that one down to first base, backhanded by Plout. He's going to get there himself, and he does for the out. Hit it sharply, but right at Landon Plout at first base, who made a nice play on the backhand. And 1 out here in the first inning, and Trip Garish, our player of the game from 2 nights ago, who hit a home run over the right field fence from the left side. Batting a lofty .500 on the season, Trip 8 for 16. He has a double. He has a home run. He has 5 runs batted in and 4 runs scored. Left-handed hitter out of Belmont, California, and the Air Force Academy. I had a little chat with him after the game on Tuesday. That was a lot of fun to meet him. Takes a break about. It's a nice-looking pitch from Tyler Moore for a strike. It's 0-1. Ray Garcia had been wearing a tie to publicize tomorrow night's tie night. Now, does tie night tie into Portuguese night, Willie, or is it 2 separate things? Just a separate thing, okay. Because I know Portuguese night's a hoot. That's a crazy hoot. And wearing a tie sounds like a nice way to cap it off, but that's just me. I live on the edge. What can I say, Riley? 3 runs in, 1 out here in the bottom of inning number 1. Trip Garish, then Jason Hansen. The next 2 hitters for the Potters. The Pottereros against the Peloteros. That is outside. Tomorrow, 7:05 first pitch. Portuguese Heritage Night and tie night. Not tie-dye night, although we could do that too if you want. I mean, I'm open to anything. It's a Friday. Why not? Great breaking pitch in there for a strike. And then Saturday is superhero night. 6:05 because there's fireworks. And the superheroes that will be here, we have still not made our final determinations. Oh, and water slides on Saturday or Friday? Luke Stoutwalker throwing that down. That's call strike 3 outside corner. And Garish is called out on strikes on a pitch that many in the crowd did not think was a strike. I'll just put it that way. So 2 outs, and here's Jason Hansen. Jason has the average up to 269. He has 6 runs batted in, 8 runs scored. He is out of Roseville, California. He is also from UC Davis, which is a college right down the road, a very prestigious one, I'm told. Well, they wouldn't let me in years ago, so they must have pretty good standards. And that was when there weren't that many people. They still wouldn't let me in. There's a beautiful breaking ball. The curve, the cutter, the fastball, the split change, the 4 pitches for Tyler Moore. And that one rolls in for a strike. That's lifted foul down the right field line, out of play. So it's 0-2. Adam Paniagua, the new guy, is on deck. I wonder if I can just call him the new guy. That's a good, I mean, for now I can, but then if he hangs out too long, I lose that. So you can't really do that. Hey, Mr. New Guy. Yeah, we can do better, Riley. Or maybe we can't, but we'll try. 0-2 to Jason Hansen. That one just misses. Just misses just a little bit high. It is 1 ball and 2 strikes. Potter scored 3 times on a Ty McGraw Apotaco, as we call it, opposite field home run. That's right, we call it that, Riley. I know you're hungry. I'm sorry I said that. Hansen hits it down to third. Scooped up by Norton across the diamond. He'll get him at first base for the out. So Potter scored 3 times. We go to the top of the second. We got a story from Carson coming up right here on the Stones Broadcast Networks. Welcome back. Top of the second. Torrin O'Haron going out to the mound with a 3-run lead. We're doing a feature that we occasionally do. It's talking to the Potter people. Our Potter person today is our intern coordinator, or one of them, Carson. Carson Morton, who was an intern last year, and he's back. Anyway, so you tell me, Carson Morton, as we watch Torrin O'Haron blow away the Peloteros in the top of the first with a 94-mile-an-hour fastball, that you once faced this individual yourself?
I did in Little League, however, so he wasn't throwing quite as hard, maybe mid-high 60s back then.
Yeah, so that's bringing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm standing in the batter's box. He warms up, throws, pitches a little too inside.
Yeah.
I foolishly, rather than stepping out of the way with my back foot.
What you usually do is you step away left with your left shoulder ducked in so your back is toward the pitcher.
Yeah.
You didn't really do that.
No, I stepped away with my front foot, exposing.
Oh, and it hit?
It hit me, and I was in a lot of pain.
So it hit pay dirt?
It kind of got upper inner thigh.
So how old were you? 11,
12, yeah.
So what kind of, for an 11 and 12-year-old, first of all, the shock of it had to be something, and then the pain itself. Tell me about, I mean, I'm sure you still remember it all these years later.
Yeah, so I remember immediately hitting the ground.
Sorry, bro, sorry.
Make my way to first base, step on the back.
Well, good for you.
And then my coach looks at me, he says, "Do you want to stay in?" And I say, "Nope," as I'm trying to hold back tears.
That's awesome. I mean, that's terrible that happened to you. That's very funny, Carson. Thank you so much. I don't want to talk to you anymore. That was very good. So Carson, the intern coordinator, with a great story of why he never played baseball anymore after Little League. That is down low for a ball. Yeah, you got to turn that left shoulder. Kids, turn the left shoulder so your back is toward the pitcher. Don't open up. You don't want to open up, Riley. And you let that, now we'll call it a 68-mile-an-hour fastball, just plunk you right in the groin area. Our first hitter in the second inning, Kyle Pedersen, the right fielder. He comes to us. I'll find it. UC Davis, there you go. Another guy from a school that wouldn't let me in. We're the same one. I applied to it, Riley. They just, all right, forget it. Check swing inside. They did say on the application, if we don't let you in, which we won't, and they called me by name, where would you like to go next? What other rank the rest of the colleges in the UC system? So I said, hey, UCLA has a great basketball team. I'll go there. And they said, okay. And I didn't get into Davis, and I got into UCLA. So there you go. And I lasted a while, and I came home. Swung on and missed. That's 4 strikeouts in a row by Taryn O'Haron. Now every time I say that, I think of Carson taking a fastball to the groin. I'm sorry. Tyler Boyard will be the batter, the catcher. He comes to us from UC Riverside, which was also on the list that he wasn't one of my top choices. Second was UCLA. I don't know if Berkeley was third. I don't know, something like that. But Davis didn't want me. All I know is that. I went to UCLA for a year and a half. Said, I don't know. I don't know if the LA lifestyle is for me, Riley. It might have. I might have bailed on it too early. Maybe I was an LA guy. O'Haron's pass ball at 93 is past Boyard. So he struck out Moore, News, Deom in the first inning and got Kyle Pedersen in the second. And now Tyler Boyard. So, Willie, you could have picked any of the first 4 guys to be the dog batter, but you didn't. You never know, though. You never know. Torrance throwing pretty well. If he stays in long enough, he'll get to your guy. Don't worry. I mean, you've already got Dollar Beer down there. I think they'd get Dueling Dogs half price and then pick up a Dollar Beer while you're there. Fastball is right down the middle. On the low stride, but still a strike at 93. 1-2 now on Tyler Boyard. Landon Plout, the Lincoln product, on deck. The left-hand hitting first baseman. Misses outside. Peniagua with a nice little nifty backhand snag. So it's Riley has 3-2. The scoreboard has 2-2. The umpire held it out in front of him, so I don't know what he said. Did he say 2-2? That's lifted high up in the air right side. Coming on is Garish. He's going to call off the second baseman and make the catch for the out. So Boyard puts it in play, but he puts it in play to trip Garish in right field. 2 outs, and here's Landon Plout. Just an amazing year for the left-hand hitter out of Lincoln High School, leading the team. I think he led the nation in home runs for a while. If he didn't end up leading the nation, I don't know. But for a while, he was right on top nationally and put together a great season, and so did the Fighting Zebras. Congratulations to them. Plout takes a fastball, and he takes it outside corner for a strike at 92 from Torn O'Haron. Drew Perry on deck. Plout fouls that one back to the screen. It's quickly 0-2. O'Haron's birthday is the 4th of July. I just found that out. I will be still here on the 4th of July. Plout hits it sharply up the middle into center field, a base hit. First hit for the Peloteros is a sharp single by local product Landon Plout. He is at first base with 2 outs, and Drew Perry will be the hitter, the left fielder. Oh, he's the dog batter, huh? Okay. Out of Delta College. So the dog batter is up. It's Drew Perry. If he strikes out, half off Dueling Dogs in stadium and at home. If you want to go ahead and do Dueling Dogs, you can do whatever beer you have. Swing and a miss to Perry. And the dogs have come out and started barking. It's a very thirsty Thursday here at McBean Stadium. Perry swings and misses. Inside pitch at 93, so it's 0-2. And Potter fans are hoping it's inevitable that it goes to 0-3 here. Plout at first base, kind of being held on over there by Jason Hansen. Swinging a foul at the plate, gets away. Back to the screen, so we'll do it again at 0-2. who's retrieving the ball. Say, oh, that's Tyler Hutchinson, I think, number 30. Potter fans, there are a lot of them out here, although there's some Peloteros fans too, a lot of local products on both teams, and we are busting at the seams here at McBean Stadium tonight. 0-2 on Perry. That's a chopper out in front of the plate, and O'Haron gets it, flips it to first for the out. So no half off on Dueling Dogs, but there's still $1 beer. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. Potters 3, Peloteros nothing.
Gooseport Public House. We have sports on 10 big screen TVs, 23 beer taps with classics and crafts, a full bar with creative craft mixed drinks, live music, and most importantly, great fresh food. In downtown Roseville off Vernon Street, only 15 minutes from the ballpark. See ya at Gooseport.
American River College is a top-tier community college sports program that provides student athletes with the opportunity to thrive both athletically and academically. ARC Athletics is currently ranked 5th in the state and 2nd in Northern California. With over 19 sports programs, our athletes compete with the region's best athletes. Our diverse and dedicated coaching staff helps athletes develop the skills necessary to compete at the next level. Start your community college athletics journey with us. American River College, Sacramento's best athletic program. Go Beavers.
Bottom of inning number 2, Tyler Moore back out on the mound. Potters lead at 3-0. They'll send up Jason Hansen, Adam Peniagua, and Tyler Russell. Actually, that's wrong. I think Adam Peniagua is going to start us off. Yeah, he is. So Jason Hansen was the last out in the first inning. And Peniagua will start us off out of Regis University. He's originally from Phoenix, Arizona. And he steps in against Tyler Moore. Tyler Moore drops the breaking ball in there for a strike. Yeah, Henson grounded to third in the bottom of the first. So we start with Peniagua, then Russell and Kenneth Winters for the Potters. Swings and misses, chasing that one. Off speed from Moore at 81, and it's 0-2 quickly on the newcomer. Oh-2 in the dirt, 1-2. Yeah, Peniagua from Phoenix, Arizona, and Regis University in Denver, Colorado. Joining the Potters after a tremendous season, which he hit 27 home runs and drove in 100 runs for the Rangers of Regis University. 1-2 pitch outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Starting off the bottom of the second, Ty McGraw with the big hit in the first inning, a 3-run home run. His first home run of the season. The Potters' 6th home run as a team this season. Hits it down the left field line, giving Chase's Perry a dive. Did he get it? I don't think he did. It rolls away, and Peniagua is going to try to motor into second. He's got himself a double. So a nice try by Perry in left field, but a nice debut at bat for Adam Peniagua. He is at second base. third hit for the Potters. And Ty Russell, and now he gets a double. So if a Potter hitter gets a double or the Potters turn a double play, a lucky row in a section, lucky section and row gets free double doubles, which is an underreported promotion, but a tremendous one. And here's Ty Russell, 276 for Ty, out of Queen Creek, Arizona. That's in the dirt, gets away, and going to third will be Paniagua. My research tells me Queen Creek is also the home of Brock Purdy, but it just seems too crazy to be true. I might have to I could, recheck it, I guess. But now that it's out there, I like it. So Russell with 4 runs batted in has Paniagua down at third base. And he fouls it back to the screen. 1 ball and 1 strike. 276 for Tyler Russell. He is out in left field today for Eli Garcia and the Potters, managing against brother Isaiah and the Peloteros, who have nifty black and white, kind of like White Sox uniforms is what they are. I like them. It's a good color scheme. 1-1. Drops in that off-speed pitch again. It's been very successful for Tyler. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Ty Russell. Trying to see how many dollar beers I can find in the crowd. That's in the dirt. Good stop behind the plate by Bulliard. I think with dollar beers, you get 2. At least you have to get 2, right, Riley? Even if it's just you get 2, you drink 1 there. You know what I mean? Yeah. Well, I know you don't come back from the concession with 1 hand empty. I know that. That's your rule, and I like it. It's a very, very good way to live by. He went around, swung on and missed. He's going to go down to first as the ball ricochets down the third baseline, and scoring is Paniagua. So the K on Russell will be no RBI. He'll get to first base. And with 1 run in, nobody out, it's Kenneth Winters batting in the number 9 spot. Wicked breaking ball from Tyler Moore, just handcuffed the catcher Bulliard. Paniagua was all over it. He scored easily. So a double and a run score for Adam in his first at bat. That probably feels pretty good for the young man out of Phoenix, Arizona. And, it reflects well on the Regis Rangers, too. And that's what's important. Russell with a good lead at first, and Moore thought so, too. He goes over there to Landon Plout, but the tag is a little errant. Well, not errant, it's just tardy. Fastball right down the middle for a strike. Winters hitting at 214. He's got 4 runs batted in. He's got 3 runs scored. Out of Lincoln, California, playing shortstop for the Potters. Throw over to first base again that time. No tag applied. The ball was a little bit on the first base side, and the runner was on the other side. And that's how that worked out. There you go. You got 2 beers being held right there, Riley. Oh, there's a single. Oh, no. Oh, no, that's a double. Okay, just holding it low. Outside. You got 6 hands and 6 beers. That's not bad. I think people have gone to your, your TED Talk or whatever you call it, where you kind of drilled that into them. That rule. It's kind of a rule of life, really. There goes the runner. The pitch is hit up right center field. That's a base hit by Winters. Russell saw that it was in. He'll take the turn and go to third. Picked up out in center field by News. And he returns it, but it's first and third for the Potters. Still nobody out here as Winters delivers the second hit of the inning, 4th of the game for the Potters, and brings up Jake Lavin, the leadoff man. Russell going on the pitch. He was almost at second base. He had to look up, try to find the ball, and then kept on going and got to third base rather easily. So here's Jake Lavin, who walked in the first. Came around to score his 15th run of the season. That was his 16th walk for Jake. And he takes that one in there for a strike, 0-1. Kind of a bluff at first by Kenneth Winters, but he did not go. Lavin, 6 runs batted in, now 15 runs scored with a .441 average and 16 walks. Playing at third base for the Potters as Moore throws over to first. And Winters returns. Jake with a pair of doubles on the season, 6 runs batted in. He has stole 4 bases. He takes outside. 1 ball, 1 strike on the product of Laguna Beach, California. Good lead at first by Winters. Stays put and Lavin fouls it off the screen down the third base line. 1-2 on Jake. Potters lead it 4-0. 3 runs in the first on the McGraw home run. Peniagua scored from third on a wild pitch here in the second inning. Russell struck out, reached on that same wild pitch, and a single by Winters over to first base. I think Winters was thinking about it at that time, so he gets back in. Brian Williams Jr. to follow, the number 2 hitter in the Potters lineup. Swinging a foul by Lavin. Off-speed pitch protecting. He very helpfully gives the ball back to the umpire. Just checking out Fat Cat, seeing the traffic down there, down that third base line, in the food court over there. That's outside. If you go down there, you've had your dog already. You've already tried out Fat Cat. Take a left when you get down there. Go to Sabrosa, Mexico. A new entry this year, and Riley and Willie both swear by the Burrito Bowl. That was their number one choice down there. So you might want to leave room for that. That's high. 3-2 now on Lavin. Just saying, lots of options is what I'm saying. Oh, I forgot it. Riley doesn't want me to talk about food because he is starving. He is absolutely starving because his guy, who usually brings him a pizza, is not here today. Moore goes over to first base. Nobody right now loosening up in the pen for Peloteros. As Moore's pitch count gets up there a little bit. As we said, as per Brock Raggett's his pitching coach at Jessup, Tyler mostly out of the bullpen this season, or actually exclusively out of the bullpen. Swing and a miss to throw to second on the steal, and safe is Winters. And luckily for the Peloteros, Aiden Dion was in the area because he picked the ball up. But Lavin is the first out of the inning, and that is the second strikeout for Tyler Moore. And here's Brian Williams Jr., who singled his first time up, stole a base, and scored a run. He's now scored 21 and stolen 18 bases. He is from Midwest City, Oklahoma, which is directly in the middle of Oklahoma. And goes to Dallas Baptist University. I will look up their mascot. I think I already did once. That's a nice pitch, but it misses inside by just a touch. One 1-0 to Brian. Chopper foul. 1 ball and 1 strike. Okay, let's see. Athletics. Patriots. Dallas Baptist Patriots. Okay, all right. It's kind of a neither here nor there one. I mean, it applied to everybody, of course, so you can't say that. Inside, 2-1. So the Dallas Baptist Patriots, the Regis Rangers. I liked the Pomona Pitzer Sage Hens from the other night, but we don't have anybody that goes there. Williams takes ball 3. Next year we need to get somebody from Pomona Pitzer so I can say Sage Hens all the time. We got Mount Marty University, Aiden Chang with the Lancers. That's a good one. Gardner Webb, the Running Bulldogs. Fastball, ball 4. Williams takes the base on balls. That's the second walk given up by Tyler Moore, and it brings up Ty McGraw. As we have a meeting at the mound, we have the bases loaded. And Ty McGraw could do a long way towards really solidifying that player of the game. If he was, because there's something around here that says, and I don't know what I did with it. It has the mantra of the player of the Raising Cane's player of the game, and that mantra is, of course, not there. I have it somewhere, Riley. I won't lose it. I already lost it. Oh, you have it? Oh, that's right. You saved it. Okay. When it comes to the player of the game, you can't ignore a grand slam. It's happened once this season. It was Tristan Russell, and he was rewarded with the player of the game. So McGraw already has a 3-run home run to his credit. That's his first of the season. That was back in inning number 1. He now has 15 runs batted in and 15 runs scored, so that's a nice symmetry there. At third, Russell. At second, Winters. At first, Williams. 1 out here in the second. And McGraw hit it over the left field fence last time. He takes inside, that gets away. Here comes the runner in from third, and he will score. Ty Russell scores from third. Everybody else moves up, takes the bases loaded situation out of play, and makes it 5-0 Potters. One 1-0 now on Ty. Check swing, and it is down low, 2-0. Potters with 3 in the first, now 2 here in the second. Torno Heron has gone through 2 innings, given up 1 hit, and struck out 4. McGraw takes on the corner for a strike, 2-1. That one from Tyler Moore at 87 miles an hour. A lot of moving around in the crowd. I always say that, Riley. A lot of movement in these fans out here. Everybody's up and at 'em, moving around, looking for the beer, or the dogs, or the burrito bowl. Ground ball into the hole, left field base hit. Here comes 1 run. Williams is getting around third. He says, I'm not stopping. He's in easily. It's a 2-run single for Ty McGraw, and the Potters lead at 7-0. And McGraw has now driven in 5 runs on the night. Yeah, Brian Williams got to third and said, I'm not stopping, Mr. Third Base Coach. And he did not. 5th hit for the Potters. 2nd for Ty McGraw, who is now 2 for 2 with 5 runs batted in. And here is Tristan Russell. He grounded to first sharply back in the first inning, so Tristan is 0 for 1. Leads the Potters with 24 runs batted in. He's got McGraw at first base. Still just 1 out here in the second, as the Peloteros get somebody up and throwing down the third base line. And left field line popped up. Jackson Norton, the third baseman, has no idea where it is. Neither does anybody else, and it's foul. Out of play. Jackson's in that spot at third base where the sun is right at you. As soon as you put your head up, that sun hits you. And he just had no idea what was going on. And I know the feeling, since that's been most of my life. So Russell, 0-1 out of Cypress, Texas. Sails the fastball to Tyler Moore. 1 ball and 1 strike. Potters 11-1 on the season. got this series. Then next Tuesday, the Chico Lone Wolves come in for a single game. And after that, it's PEL on the road and then at home against Humboldt. I think he went around, he did, and the ball goes through and back to the backstop. And McGraw goes to second base. McGraw's home run earlier, 100 miles an hour. His two-run single, 101 miles an hour. That's coming from Carson, who tells us a fine story of his run-in with Taryn O'Haran. Reminded me of when I was in Little League Raleigh, playing in the city championships. I was just 10 years old. I was like a sub, but I had to play because somebody got hurt or something. I don't know. Charity case. My mom begged him or something. I don't know. They didn't do that in those days. That's in the dirt. So we're playing this team from the other side of Vallejo. They had a pitcher, and I know other people have said, I batted against a guy in Little League, got a mustache. This guy had a beard. Batted against a guy in Little League, got a beard. First pitch, he threw it. I never saw it. Hit me right in the butt. Never was so happy to get hit in the butt. Went down to first base. I was scared. I looked out there, peered at him. I'm 10 years old. I'm like this tall. The guy's got sideburns and a beard. Little League. He threw it. I didn't see it. Hit me in the butt. I went to first base. Not as painful as Carson. Carson was very painful. Hit high in the air and well to center field. Going back is News, still going back. He has a beat on it and makes the catch. Tagging at second base is Ty McGraw. He will motor into third. And Russell hit it very far into center field, but wrong part of the park. And it's 2 outs, and Trip Garrish will be the hitter. I just like that Carson went down to first, and the coach took one look at him and says, "You want to stay in?" He's like, nah, I'm good. I'm good. I think I might go retire. I think I might take up something else. I'm a little less physical, less taxing, so to speak. Gary struck out his first time up, so Tripp is 0 for 1, coming off a 4 for 4 performance on Tuesday that included a 3-run home run. That one is on the outside corner for a strike. 0-1 on Tripp. He is the 8th batter to bat in the inning. Potter's with 3 in the first and 4 here in the second. 7 runs, 5 of them driven in by Ty McGraw. 2 of them scored on wild pitches. It's pretty neat. Very neat trick. Fantastic crowd out here tonight for the Thursday night series opener against the Peloteros. Gary fouls it down the first baseline. We'll do it again tomorrow, 7:05. Because it's Friday, so we'll start a little later. Then on Saturday, we move it up to 6:05. Why? Fireworks. And superhero night. I'm writing my team down right now. Spider-Man, Captain America, Wonder Woman. That fourth one's always tough. Iron Man's a great choice, but he's Riley's. Superman, I don't see it. Although there is the movie coming out. Good-looking pitch right there. Misses the outside corner, though. It's 1-2. Trying to think back in the past, Riley. Batman doesn't show up. Not really a Batman kind of thing. Flash, maybe, I guess. Maybe. The Hulk. That's my last guy. I'm going with the Hulk. So my team is set. You guys get your own teams. Spider-Man, Captain America, Wonder Woman, Hulk. Beat that team. So McGraw's over at third. There are 2 outs. We have a 2-2 count. Jason Hansen follows for the Potters. He would be the 9th man to bat in the inning, if he were to reach the plate in this inning, that is. High fly ball, right field. It's going to be short right field. Second baseman Moore goes out. He'll call for it and make the catch. So Potter scored 4 times in the second. 2 more RBI for Ty McGraw. We go to the third. They're on top 7-0.
I'm Bill Spear, North Valley president of FiveStar Bank. In a time when business can feel so uncertain, we're here for you every step of the way.
I know they have a lot of bells and whistles within their bank, but just the relationship piece here locally on the business side is huge for us.
FiveStar treats us like we're number one. They're right there with suggestions, with help. So I have to bank with people that have our mission in mind.
We're FiveStar Bank. How can we help you?
$100 bills, and it kills and it thrills like the horns on my Silverado grill. And I buy the bar double
Top of inning number 3, Potters 7, Peloteros nothing. Torn O'Hara still up there. Jackson Norton is the hitter. So Norton will lead us off here in the top of the third. And he will take a strike. Well, no, he won't. He'll take a ball. That's on me. Look pretty good from up here. But you should not say that. Okay, I won't anymore. I lied, I will. Norton takes, there's his strike. Jackson from Sac City College, playing at third base today. He's followed by Jason Harris, then the top of the order, Carson Moore. O'Haron's given up 1 hit, a single to Landon Plout in the second. He has struck out 4. Here's a little slow roller out towards second base. Handled and flipped over by Mr. Tristan Russell to first base for the out. And Norton is retired, so 1 out here in the third, and Jason Harris the hitter. Jason, the DH for Peloteros tonight. Wearing number 27, and he is from Cal State Monterey Bay. Up here with 1 out in the top of the third. Potter's got a little bit of movement in the bullpen. Don't know how long O'Haron will be pitching here as he throws a strike. His pitch count, pretty respectable so far. I don't imagine it's much over 30. Jason Harris, according to Willie Preston, is from Colfax, California. Colfax Falcons. That's what they are. Well, they got tremendous sports teams up there in Colfax, men's and women's. Fantastic basketball. They always seem to have a 6'6" guy, even if their population is like 38. One of them is 6'6". Fastball, and that is a strike. 1-2 on Jason Harris. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss, soft speed pitch for the strikeout. The 5th one for Torn through the first 9 batters, and he'll face Carson Moore for the second time. You got Carson on strikes to open the game. Carson out of San Diego State University. We're number 3 out here today for the, as here comes Luke Stoutwalker with the Promise Pizza that jumps him back up to the top of the intern list. And unfortunately for Voldemort, he fell from 4 to 6 because he was supposed to do this. I don't want to say anything about it, couldn't say anything officially. But he was supposed to deliver the pizza to Riley. And I hope that Voldemort's okay. I worry about him. They got that's inside, goes back to the backstop. You know, you turn, you get mad at him, and then you say, wait, well, hopefully he's all right. He's probably on some secret project that Matt Lundgren devised for him. Riley is all of a sudden loves his job again, loves life again. Dylan News on deck. Fastball misses outside. Carson Moore, the second baseman for Peloteros, up here with 2 outs and nobody on. in the top of inning number 3. Check swing, and that's in there for a strike. Padres will start with Jason Hansen in their half of the 3rd inning as O'Haron works on this 3rd out. Fouled back. Three balls and 2 strikes on Carson Moore. O'Haron working from the windup. Misses with the off-speed pitch outside. And going down to first will be Carson Moore. First base on balls issued by Torrin O'Haron. Second base runner for the Peloteros, and then Dylan News is the batter. The center fielder struck out his first time out. Coming to us from Cal State Northridge. We're in number 33. Carson Moore with the lead over at first base. Jason Hansen playing first base for the Potters. First pitch is on the corner for a strike, 0-1. Tomorrow night, 7:05, Portuguese Heritage Night tomorrow, and Potters Tie Night. Looking forward to that. Good scoop by Peniagua behind the plate. Let's keep that from going back to the backstop. It's a ball, though, so it's 1-1 on Dylan News. Aiden Diome in the on-deck circle. The shortstop batting in the number 3 spot for Peloteros tonight. Hit sharply down to first. Value the first baseman down the right field line. A long run for Garish. They're going to send Moore all the way around third. Garish just got there. It's a triple for Dylan News and the Peloteros. He might turn around and try to score as the throw gets away. Throw to the plate, and News is in. So Dylan News cuts a 7-0 lead to 7-2. I believe technically it's probably going to be a triple, but I'll have to check with my stat people. But either way, he hit a scalding shot down the first base line. Garish was playing in right center field, had to run all the way down toward the line and pick it up. His throw went awry, and News scores. So it's going to be a triple and an error on the throw in. But it is 2-run scoring. Second hit of the game for the Peloteros. And with 2 outs here, and they were a little quiet in this 3rd inning, and all of a sudden Moore gets the walk, and then News just cracked one down the first baseline. And it kept on going as the Potters are going to talk. Nate Kujawski comes out to talk to Torrin O'Haron as Aiden Diome comes up to the plate. Aiden out of West Park High School. Did some time with the Potters this year. And we've got, looks like Trip Garish coming in from right field. He might have hurt himself running that ball down the corner. He's moving a little slow. So we had the trainer out as well, it looks like. So Trip's coming into the toward the infield. We might get a replacement out there. Hope get him inside the dugout, or he's over at first base. Well, it doesn't look like, well, there is a new right fielder. It looks like going out. Maybe there's, oh, they're just switching him with Jason Hansen. Okay. So Hansen will go out to right and Garish will come into first.
And then who's going to first?
I think Tripp's staying in the game at first. So Trip Garish at first now, and Hansen's in right. So 7-2 is our score. And we're getting everything straightened out. Tripp gets the first baseman glove. Here's Aiden Diome. So Diome, who struck out his first time up in the first inning, comes up here for his second try at Torrin O'Haron. and delivers outside for a ball. Left-handed shortstop. Fouls that one back to the screen. Narrowly misses your camera, Riley. I know you didn't care because you're eating pizza, but man, that was close. Oh, and 1 on Dion. Excuse me, 1-1. There's hit ball high and deep to right center field. Going back is Hanson, and he'll make the catch right in front of the warning track. So hit it well, but Hanson runs it down. 2 runs in the inning on a hit and an error. We go to the bottom of the third. Potters on top 7-2.
Situated on the corner of Lincoln Boulevard and 5th Street, this iconic building has been the home to several hotels over the decades, the most famous and longest running of which was the Lincoln Inn. Having undergone several renovations and architectural changes, this building is the current home of Old Town Pizza, which boasts not 1 but 2 floors for your dining enjoyment, including open-air seating on the roof. Stop in for a slice today. Or stop by the Lincoln Museum to see the 300-pound cash register that used to adorn the front desk of the Lincoln Inn. For more great history, visit the Lincoln Area Archives Museum and, by appointment only, take their free walking tour of historic downtown Lincoln.
Bottom of inning number 3, the new pitcher is Jalen Patterson. He delivers a strike to Jason Hanson. Jalen out of Hawaii Pacific University, big right-hander. He will come on in relief of Tyler Moore. Went 2 innings, 5 hits, 7 runs, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts. Patterson delivers outside 1-1. Hanson grounded to third his first time up against Tyler Moore. He'll be followed by Adam Paniagua and Ty Russell. Looks like Brady Fern is taking over behind the plate for Boylan, another former Potter. And it is outside again, 3-1. Hanson slams it into right center field, a base hit. Pedersen runs it over, nice backhand. Hanson says, I'm going for 2. That's a strong throw. The tag is applied. He is safe at second base. Head first slide. It was a strong throw, a little bit high. The tag by Diome on Jason Hanson, and Hanson gets under it. And he's got himself a double to open up the third inning. 6 hits for the Potters. And Adam Paniagua, who doubled his first time up, his first time as a Potter, coming up. Doubled and scored back in the second inning. Right-handed hitter steps up to the plate. Adam at 6'2", 230, out of Phoenix, Arizona, from Regis University. Takes a fastball, and it's in there for a strike from Patterson. 85 miles an hour, right on the bottom of the strike zone right there. So it is 0-1 on Peniagua. Ty Russell to follow, then Kenneth Winters for the Potters. They lead at 7-2. Peloteros came up with 2 in the top inning. Potters looking to answer. The big chopper out towards second base. Moore has it. He'll go to first for the out. He'll move the runner over to third base. But now 1 out here in the third. And Ty Russell, who struck out his first time up and reached when the ball got away from the catcher. A wild pitch. So here's Russell at 276. Scored a run. That's his 5th of the season back in the second inning. Nice breaking pitch in there for a strike from Patterson. Did it again and got the outside corner, 0-2. Norton, Diome, Moore, and Plout on the infield for the Peloteros with Fern behind the plate. Fastball misses high and outside. It's Perry, News, and Pedersen in the outfield. Inside, nice scoop by Fern. Kept that one from going back and perhaps costing his team a run, so good job by Brady. Jason Hansen is over at third base. Big slider, misses high and outside. 2-2 now on Ty Russell. Lined up the middle, center field, base hit, RBI. Hansen waited and waited and waited, and he's finally crossed home plate as Russell comes through with the RBI single. Pushes the lead for the Potters back to 8-2. It is their 7th hit and brings up Kenneth Winters, who had one of the previous 7 back in the second inning, also scored a run. Riley has just begun to settle down. He's halfway through his second piece of pizza. And he's back. He's back with us, ladies and gentlemen. We lost him there for a while, but he's back with us now. Russell leading at first base. The fastball is outside. A little bit low to Kenneth Winters, also from Lincoln, California. Chops it out towards second. Moore's going to go for 2 to short. Diome guns it to first. Did he get him? Yes, he did. A nice double play turned by Peloteros. But the Potters put 1 back up on the board. We go to the 4th. They're on top 8-2.
When it comes to your home's maintenance and repairs, Jeffers Resource Group has you covered. Our handyman services offer a comprehensive range of expertise, from minor carpentry to drywall, electrical and flooring for property managers, landlords, and renters alike. We ensure that every job is completed to the highest standards, so you can have peace of mind. Contact us today to discover how Jeffers Resource Group can help keep your home in top shape.
Top of inning number 4, we've got a new pitcher. His name's Jake Morrell. He's making his 4th appearance of the season. 14 innings, 10 hits, 3 earned runs. He is 3-0 with an ERA of 1.93. He'll take over for Torrin O'Haron, and he'll face Kyle Pedersen, the right fielder, batting first here in the 4th inning for Peloteros. He hits it out in the left center field, moving over the left fielder. Russell reaches up and he didn't get it. It's over his head to the fence. Thought he pulled off the catch, but it went over his head. It went to the wall, and Pedersen picks up a double on the first pitch of the inning. That is hit number 3 for Peloteros. And he's at second base with nobody out, and Brady Fern is the batter. Brady came on to catch for Tyler Bolyard back in the bottom of the 3rd inning. This is his first at bat. Bolyard flied to right, his only time up. So Pedersen came out there and put a charge in that one. Come to us from UC Davis, and here is Fern. Swing and a miss on the fastball. Torrin O'Haron, 3 innings, 2 hits, 2 runs, 1 earned, 1 walk, and 5 strikeouts. And he leaves with his team with a healthy lead of 8-2. Morrell sails the fastball high and away at 88. Peniagua with the play behind the plate to keep that ball from going to the backstop. Go to second base to try to pick the run up and hit him. I think hopefully hit. That bounced right up in the air. Did it get a helmet? And Pedersen is still down out there. The ball bounced straight up. Right in the back of the helmet, according to Luke Statwalker. And it went straight up in the air, so I think we might have a delay here. We're getting a pinch runner in number 34. That is Frankie Castillo out of Casimas River College. And he may be coming on for Pedersen here. Morrell gave up a double on the first pitch of the inning to Pedersen and wheeled to try to get him as a throw right into the baseline and got through the glove, and Pedersen's going to leave the field and get a nice round of applause as he does, and hopefully, of course, he'll be okay as Frankie Castillo is running for him. And we're going to assume that Castillo, well, we'll see. Castillo listed as an outfielder, so it'd be logical to assume he would be going into right field, but we'll see. Got a count of, we had 1 strike. I believe it's 1-1 on Brady Fern. Misses outside. So Castillo, the pinch runner. That one's lifted down the right field line, out of play by Brady Fern. 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Looks like Kyle Lumbert out of Del Oro warming up for Peloteros, who had Tyler Moore and then Jalen Patterson on the mound for them so far in the first 3 innings. Morrell taking a long time. Peniagua, a new catcher, so they haven't worked with him yet. And he hasn't worked with them yet either. So trying to get everything straight. Ty Russell in left, Brian Williams in center. Jason Hansen over in right field for the Potters. Breaking ball swung on and missed. Fern is out on strikes. First strikeout for Jake Morrell, 1 out in the inning. Here's Landon Plout, who for a while had the only hit off Torrin O'Haron before Dylan News tripled in the 3rd. Plout singled back up the middle in the 2nd inning. So he is 1 for 1 out of Lincoln High School. And we've got An umpire going out to talk to a pitcher with a catcher. And others joining the fray here. So Riley will put on the directional microphone, which we don't have the budget for, and find out what's going on. That's why we need unlimited funds, so we can get all these things, you know, or we can mic up the umpire, which, why not? Let's do it. I don't know why we haven't done that yet. Whatever it is at least semi-resolved, and Plout comes up to the plate. That is outside with the slider to Plout, who's listed as going to William Jessup University. That's a big get for the Warriors right down the road who play the games right here. So Landon will get used to it a little bit. I'm sure he's played here before, being a Lincoln product. 2-0. Frankie Castillo, the pinch runner at second base. One out here in the top of inning number 4. Padres with no activity in their pen. As Plout hits a little chopper down the first baseline. It's a fair ball. Backhanded and tagged the runner. Did he get him? Yes, he did. What a play over there by Trip Garish, as he had to get over there and try to, thought he couldn't get to the bag in time, so he went for Plout and made the play going to third as Castillo. But now 2 outs in the inning, and Drew Perry, the hitter. Cyrus Nabavi is the hitter, and Cyrus has become the Dueling Dogs batter. So Cyrus Nabavi from Del Oro headed to Sac City will be the hitter. He'll take inside for a ball. Drew Perry grounded out his only appearance. So Nabavi. One 1-0 on Cyrus. Hits it out towards second base. At first baseman's going to cover and flip it to the pitcher. Morrell, did he get there in time? I don't think he touched the base. And that's going to be a run scoring for the Peloteros. So Garish went far and wide. Morrell went over to cover. Couldn't make the play. Castillo scores. Will give Bobby an infield single and an RBI. And the Peloteros come back and answer the Padres run with one of their own. It's now 8-3. And Jackson Norton, the third baseman, will be the hitter. Jackson grounded out to second his first time. Takes a breaking ball. Moves him back from the right-handed side. 1 ball and no strikes on Jackson Norton. Out of Sac City College. Third base, first base, outfield. So he plays everywhere, basically. Playing third base today. Takes one right down the middle for a strike. A little low middle, but middle nonetheless. 1-1. 4 hits now for the Peloteros, or Le Peloteros, whatever it happens to be. Oh, nice pitch right there. Slider right in on the hands of Norton, and he swung and missed. So it's 1-2 on Jackson. Jason Harris, the DH, scheduled next out of Colfax, California. Fastball's chopped, a little chopper again, but Morrell has it. He'll flip it to first base for the out. A run for the Peloteros in the fourth. We go to the bottom of the fourth. Padres on top 8-3.
Astro Air Design Incorporated, where you feel the difference. We are a locally owned and operated heating, air conditioning, and custom sheet metal company committed to the highest quality of craftsmanship at a competitive price. Our trained and certified technicians have the knowledge and experience required to install, maintain, or repair your home comfort solutions. Our upfront pricing gives you the peace of mind because you know your price is locked in. Call Astro Air Design Incorporated today.
Here in Michigan, we do more than just survive the winter. We thrive during it. You simply can't keep us away from what we love most: great times and amazing beer. The snow transforms the landscape and lays the path for adventures yet to be had. Trails ready to be explored and freshly groomed hills ready for the first run of the day. And later, as the sun descends, it's time to unwind with great conversation and even better friends. Experience a taste of Michigan winter with Founders Brewing Company, born and brewed in Michigan.
Being a laborer means everything. It was what took care of me when I was growing up. It's what takes care of me now. Because of President Biden and the money he's put into infrastructure, the need for our workforce to expand is out of this world. When our members are able to go to work on these big projects that are funded by Biden's economic investments, it means continued growth in their wages, in their pensions, in their health benefits. It means they're going to be able to take care of their families.
Bottom of inning number 4, Potters 8, Peloteros 3. The new pitcher is Cale Lumbert, the right-hander out of Del Oro High School. He'll face the top of the order, Jake Lavin, Brian Williams Jr., and Ty McGraw. Also, number 35, Mike Santos La Placa is taken over at third base for Jackson Norton. Aiden Diome at short, Moore at second, Plout at first. Assuming Castillo is out in right now as that pitch is down low. In center is News, and then Nabavi in left. So Lavin, who's walked and struck out, swings and misses at that one. It's 2-1 on Jake. Came in at 441, walked and scored in the first inning. 15th run scored of the season for the Potters' third baseman. Chopper foul over toward the Potters' dugout. Handled easily over there by one of the Lincoln Potters. Willie just running it down. Tomorrow night is in honor of Father's Day, coming up on Sunday, Potters tie night. I think the first 100 people get a tie. I'm not sure of the number. I got to listen better. It's also Portuguese Heritage Night. So there's a lot going on tomorrow night. Lavin takes a ball. Then on Saturday, Superhero Night. Probably other stuff too, but the superheroes is what we're concerned about up here. That is ball 4, and Lavin will go down to first base. A familiar sight for Potter fans as Lavin picks up his 17th walk of the season. I'll bring up Brian Williams Jr. He has walked and singled. He has 2 runs scored, giving him 22 for the season. Check swing, and they call it a strike. Probably because it was. Ray Garcia, the unofficial mayor of Lincoln, modeling one of those ties that'll be given out tomorrow to the first. Well, I'll check with Willie. How many fans get the tie, Willie? Whatever Willie says. Off-speed pitch is too high. Just come early. Get a tie. That's all I'm saying. If they say you come here and they say there's no more, then you weren't in time. That's all I got. Underneath the catcher, back to the backstop, and Lavin will go down to second base. So the first however many people get ties. Coming through the gate. That's it. But Portuguese Heritage Night, Willie's got all kinds of crazy things. They're going to throw bread into the crowd or something, some crazy idea that he's got. Off-speed pitch, ball. 3-1. Should be a pretty fun Friday out here. 7:05 first pitch. Come on out, Peloteros and Potters. This time it's personal. And then Saturday, 6:05 because we got fireworks. So it's really personal. Great fireworks display. Get it and it's ready for Father's Day, in which we don't have a game. So there you go. I'm going to leave Father's Day open for you to enjoy. how they've got him off second, but the throw is not handled by the shortstop Diome. And I don't think he would have got Jake anyway. They had him momentarily going the wrong way, but then he was able to get back, and Aiden had to cover a lot of ground to get over behind Jake and was not able to make the play. So much ado about nothing, as my buddy Billy would say, and Williams gets back up with a 3-1 count. That is ball 4, sails high. Third and fourth walks issued by the Peloteros in this game to the first 2 batters, and here is the hottest man on the planet, Ty McGraw, who had a 3-run homer in the first inning and a 2-run single in the second. Up for his third time, came in at 425. He now has 17 runs batted in and 15 runs scored. Fastball is on the corner for a strike. Ty did not find that to his liking, but even after a prolonged discussion, he will not change the mind of the man in blue, or black in this case. 0-1. High breaking ball from Lumbert. Cale Lumbert out of Del Oro High School. I think he's the third Del Oro pitcher we've seen this week. McGraw, that's a beautiful pitch. He dropped that one in there for a strike, 1-2. Ty out of Gardendale, Alabama, Troy University. Check swing, did he go? I don't think he did. 2-2. Oh, they did ask. And he said no. Okay. We're not even going to ask. They finally asked, and the field umpire said, nah. Don't blame me for asking, but nah. 2-2 on Ty. He's followed by Tristan Russell here in the bottom of the fourth. That's inside. Almost got a piece of him, but he turned away the correct way. Carson, did you see how he turned away from that one? He did not open himself up to be hit in a very vulnerable area for a young boy, a young 11-year-old. I'm sure that comes up in therapy for you, Carson. 3-2 pitch is hit well to right field. Going back is Castillo, and it is, it's off the wall. Ryan Williams has to slide into second quickly. He's out at second base. The longest fielder's choice in history for Ty McGraw. Castillo made a great try and right, and then great job by him to hustle and get the ball in. Williams had to wait. Lavin scored. So McGraw gets an RBI as a fielder's choice, and they're going to make the slow walk out to talk to the base umpire, who called Williams out at second base. But I was urging that on. I think urging that on with all my being, all the fibers and atoms in my being, to try to get that one out of here. And it went over Castillo, but he ran it down, and credit to him, got it in quickly and got Williams. Eli goes out, and the umpire was, all you can say in that situation, the umpire was in a perfect spot. He was there. So, whether you agree or disagree, all you can ask the officials is to be in the right position, and he was right there. And McGraw got his 6th RBI of the night, so, there's that. The Potters did score a run. Come on. They still don't have a hit in the inning. A couple of walks and a fielder's choice, and here's Tristan Russell. McGraw takes over at first base as the first pitch is inside to Russell, who is grounded to first and flied to center. Swing and a miss. It's like Ethan Liao on deck to bat for Trip Garish. So Liao in for Garish, who seemingly injured himself on a play earlier. They turn around, they're going to call that a swing on Russell. So 1-2. So Liao probably will come in and take over right field, and Jason Hansen will move back to first base, but we'll see what happens when the time comes. But Ethan is in the on-deck circle, but it's 1-2 to Tristan Russell. Fouls that one off. 1 out here in the fourth, 1 run in for the Potters. McGraw over at first base and Russell with a 1-ball, 2-strike count. Grounder foul. So Garish on the heels of 4 for 4 the other night will go 0 for 2 tonight. And hopefully Tripp is okay. He only has a couple weeks from the Air Force Academy to come out here. Russell takes in the dirt, blocked by Fern, and he locates it. Russell comes in at 409 on the season. Inside, ball 3. Good looking pitch from Lumbert, but missed inside. A lot of movement on it. See if McGraw's going here on the 3-2 pitch. He is not. Pitch is up high. So 3 walks in the fielder's choice in innings so far. Potters have runners at first and second. Here is Ethan Liao. Hitting at .350 on the season with 7 runs batted in and 10 runs scored. Ethan has been very impressive out of Dublin, California, and Gardner-Webb University. Made some excellent catches, 1 in center and 1 in right, and hitting .350. So that's pretty impressive. 7 for 20 on the season. He's also got 8 walks. So the on-base percentage way up there for the new Potters right fielder, we're assuming anyway. Humbert outside. Jason Hansen to follow. Potters with 3 in the first, 4 in the second, 1 in the third, and 1 so far here in the fourth. Misses outside, 2-0. You can hear my cowbell is muted, Riley, because I still have it in the wrapping. There's a nice pitch in there for a strike at 84. Because I know it's going to be valuable. Potters cowbell someday in the original wrapper. Are you kidding me? That's what they said about Star Wars figures back in the day. Nobody knew. That one is on the outside corner again, off speed from Lumbert. 2-2. I was a little too old for Star Wars. I didn't get Star Wars figures, so I couldn't pretend to miss out on the Bonanza. In the dirt, 3-2. I have some nice vinyl though. Although I don't know if they've got them all out of the garage. I don't know how nice they are anymore. From the 60s, man, you know. It was different then, Riley. 3-2. That one's hit out toward third base. Handled by LaPlaca over to first. He got him. Only play was the first, and the new third baseman, Mike Santos LaPlaca, made it. Going to third, McGraw. Going to second is Russell. Liao is out 5-3. 2 outs, 2 on. Here is Jason Hansen, who was grounded to third and doubled. He was first base. Now he's right field. Now I think he's going to be first base again as Liao, we assume, will take over in right field. So now McGraw at third and Russell at second. Breaking ball high and inside. 1-0 on Jason. Adam Paniagua on deck. Fastball misses low and outside. 2-0. Jason Hansen, 269 coming in. He's 1 for 2 tonight. He has lifted that average. He was down in the 210s a couple of games ago, and he takes ball 3. 2 for 3 last game and had 3 runs batted in that one. And was 2 for 4 in the game before that. Takes the strike, 3-1. Three balls and 1 strike. 2 outs here in the 4th. Fouls it back to the screen, 3-2. Potters with loosening up, not really warming up in their pen. Jake Morrell came in relief of O'Haron and pitched the 4th. Doesn't look like they're on track to take him out yet. He has started 3 games this year already, so he went. Look out, that's inside. I think it might have hit Jason. And he will go down to first base. He'll be all right. Tells the ump, I'll be all right. And he'll go down to first to load the bases up for Adam Peniagua. So Peniagua up here, he has doubled and grounded out, making his debut as a Potter and putting himself in a very interesting position here, Riley. I'm just saying. Doubled in the second, scored a run, grounded a second in the third. Takes a breaking ball. Nice pitch by Lambert in there for a strike, 0-1. Out of Regis University, Division II, led the nation in home runs with 27, RBI with 100. That's a lot. Hits it to left field and hits it well. Back, and gone. A grand slam home run for Adam Peniagua. And boy, that throws a wrench into everything right now, Luke Stoutwalker. Hello, Adam. We had a player of the game already, and Peniagua with the grand slam. And you know what Riley says, you can't ignore a grand slam. Potters score 5. They lead at 13-3. I might have to have a meeting of the committee, because I got another guy who's got a 3-run homer and 5 RBI, but I can't ignore a grand slam. I might have to bring 2 guys up here. Riley, find me another microphone. Ty Russell is at the plate. Hits it sharply down the third. Block, a nice stop over to first for the out. Potters score 5 times. The big blow. The new guy, Adam Peniagua, with a grand slam home run. We go to the 5th. They're on top 13-3.
Lincoln provides all the charm of a small town, yet still provides access to excellent local medical care. At Lincoln Urgent Care, you can find expert services and a compassionate staff available 7 days a week. Our friendly front desk staff will welcome you when you come into our brand new facility. Your wait time will be minimal at our walk-in clinic, unlike the emergency room. From broken bones and lacerations to allergies, flu shots, and illnesses, we treat a variety of urgent medical conditions. What sets us apart is not just our central location in Lincoln, but the convenience of our extended hours, including weekends. We've become Lincoln's first choice for urgent care because we treat patients of all ages for a variety of conditions and take most insurances. We're proud to be an approved provider for veterans and welcome in our military patients.
From our family to yours, we're here when you need us.
If you're in need of a seasoned DUI attorney, contact the law office of Samuel D. Burns Incorporated. We are familiar with the laws surrounding your case, and we will work diligently to minimize the negative impact following a DUI charge. With a proven track record, Sam Burns works on your behalf to provide a positive outcome. He's been able to save his clients' driver's licenses and negotiate more favorable terms. Visit our website.
So many local businesses trust Wizix Technology Group when it comes to their office technology. Wizix is a full-service, locally owned company with exceptional service, supplies, and support, which guarantees quick delivery and response times. Copiers, printers, scanners, business phone systems.
Top of the fifth inning, it'll be Jason Harris, then the top of the order, Carson Moore and Dylan News against Jake Morrell, who now has a 13-3 lead after the Peniagua Grand Slam in the bottom of the fourth. Check swing, did he go? I don't think he did. No, he didn't. He didn't. 1-1. Harris struck out his only other time at the plate, and he takes a strike right down the middle right there, 1-2. Three runs on 4 hits for Peloteros. Padres have committed 1 error. Padres with breaking ball, misses somewhere. Padres now with 8 hits in this one. And 13 runs. Grand slam for Peniagua, 3-run home run for Ty McGraw. Another breaking ball misses outside. 3-2 on Jason Harris out of Colfax, California, home of the Falcons. I think Sierra College, Willie? Sierra College for Jason Harris? I think so. Fastball is ball 4. Harris works the walk, and that'll bring up the leadoff hitter. That's Carson Moore. So Moore, the San Diego State product who has struck out and walked and scored in the third, comes up here with nobody out and a runner at first base. Chopper out towards second. Russell going to tap on the bag and try to get it to first. He does not. Probably either way he went, he wasn't going to get him as Moore got down the line very quickly. And Harris is retired, and he was the first batter in the fifth inning. That's the Farmer's fifth, so if he gets out, it's half off Farmer's beer. And since he got on, but then he got out at second, according to Willie, he's out. I don't know. It's exhausting, but I love it. Here's Dylan News, who has struck out and tripled. Just hit a scorcher down the first baseline back in the third inning, went all the way around, and then the throw got away, so he kept on going and scored. Got credit for the triple. Breaking ball in there for a strike to News, who comes to us from Cal State Northridge. He is out in center field today in game 1 of a 3-game series between the Padres and Peloteros. Swing and a miss. Good fastball by Morrell. 89 from Jake. Might have been his fastest today. It's 0-2. Check swing. That's going to be a tough play. Morrell's got it. He's going to go to first, though. It's down low, and it gets away. Had a chance, double clutch, and then when he went back to first base, it wasn't going to be in time. So News is on. So 2 on, 1 out, and here is Aiden Diome, who has struck out and flied to right field. He is 0 for 2. And Nate Kujawski is going to come out. I don't know if the Padres were warming somebody up, but I don't think he's quite ready yet. So Diome comes up here. Padres with 3 in the first, 4 in the second, 1 in the third, 5 in the fourth. They have a home run, a grand slam from Adam Peniagua. They have a 3-run home run and 6 runs batted in from Ty McGraw. So Diome is up here against the left-hander Morrell. Frankie Castillo, who came on for Pedersen, is on deck. Inside for a ball, 1-0. DeOme takes in there for a strike, 1-1. Right at the top of the strike zone for Jake Morrell. Harris walked to open the inning. He was forced at second by Carson Moore. The throw to first did not get Moore. Then News, a little chopper that he beat out at first base. DeOme fouls that one off. Kind of in on the hands of Aiden, 1-2. Shortstop out of West Park High School over in Roseville. Headed for the University of Arizona eventually. Potters lead this one 13-3. Peloteros threatening here in the fifth. Swing and a miss. And DeOme is down on strikes for the second time tonight. 2 outs in the fifth, and Frankie Castillo's the hitter. Came on to run for Kyle Pedersen after Pedersen was hit by a throw back to second base, trying to pick him off. Hopefully Kyle is all right. And Castillo, out of Casumas River College, came on and ran for him, took over in right field, and he is coming up for his first time. And he fouls it down the left field line. Left-handed hitting Frankie Castillo. Brady Fern, the catcher, on deck. Already liberal substitutions by the Peloteros. We'll try to keep up with them as best as we can as far as in the field. When they're up to plate, it's kind of easy. Nice pitch right there by Morrell. Sliders in there for a strike. 0-2. Did he go? No, he didn't. The slider's outside. High fly ball, left center field. Winner's over, but it's going to be Russell from left field making the catch for the out. So no runs, 1 hit. They left 2. We go to the bottom of the fifth inning. Potters up 13-3.
This job is the Esplanade at Turkey Creek phases 4 and 5. Our scope of work for this project is full scope, so we've got all the underground, all the joint trench, and all the topside included with it.
We're putting in sewer pipe, manholes. We're not doing services yet. We go through and do all the main line, and then we come back and do all the services after that. I would say this project right here, the one we're working on, is probably about a 2-month project. It's very costly to the developer, so beating the schedule is very important, more important than most projects. It's got a lot of groundwater, so we've got an extensive groundwater pump system in place. It's just cool to be a part of the built environment and know that for the next 100 years that people are going to use and enjoy what we've created here today.
Hi, Bill Evans, President of the Placer County Association of Realtors. We're in the store, our conference facilities, an amazing team that helps us keep together an amazing organization. And we thank them all.
This organization can't do what it does and can't run the way it runs without the help of so many members volunteering their time.
The success of the Placer County Association of Realtors is largely dependent on our active volunteer members to help our organization and industry. The work of our community.
Bottom of inning number 5, Potters will send up Kenneth Winters, and then the top of the order, Jake Lavin and Brian Williams Jr. against Cale Lumbert, who's the third pitcher for the Peloteros. Tyler Moore went 2 innings, then Jalen Patterson, and now Lumbert, will be working in his second inning. Finds the inside corner with that off-speed pitch, 0-1. Hurt himself with 3 walks and a hit batter in the bottom of the fourth, and then Adam Paniagua came on and ripped a home run, and there's a single to left field for Kenneth Winters. Came in at 214, but Winters now 2 for 3. He singled and scored back in the second, double play in the third, and now a single in the fifth. Hit number 9 for the Potters and brings up Jake Lavin, who's got a couple of walks and a strikeout in this one. Out of Laguna Beach, California. Jake up here against Lumbert for his second time. Takes a fastball high and outside at 84. Brian Williams Jr. to follow for the Potters. Trying to go to 12-1 on the season as they open a 3-game series with Peloteros. Fouled off by Jake. Down the first base line, down to the dugout. Evens the count up at 1-1. Friday and Saturday night, we've got the Peloteros. And next Tuesday at 6:35, Chico Lone Wolves on what's got to be some sort of 2 for Tuesday or something. It's got to be something. We took care of people last Tuesday, so I know we will again. Lavin fouls it off again. Then the Potters take off for Solano, take on the Mudcats to open up conference play. And then next weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, it's the Humboldt Crabs coming in. 7:05, 7:05, 6:05, I believe is the way they work that on Sundays. As there's no more day games. Lavin swings and fouls it off again. So that will be really getting the PEL season started, the Pacific Empire League. Potters in there with the Mudcats and the Crabs and the Medford Rogues, West Coast Kings, and the Healdsburg Prune Packers. And it promises to be another great season. Piper the Peacock strutting his stuff down behind home plate. He's about to get his dance party on in the top of the 6th, which is his signature event, I would say. Kind of the Met Gala for Piper the Peacock. Everybody comes out dressed in their best and dances their buns off for a chance at, I don't really know what the prize is. Oh, I think it's Old Town Pizza. That's fouled off as the runner, Kenneth Winters, was going at first base. It might be 2 tickets to there's a lot of prizes flying around. I can't keep track of all of them. Riley's a little more help since he's had his pizza. He was a total waste of time before then. And even he would admit that. Swing and a miss. And Lavin is out on strikes. So 2 strikeouts and 2 walks for Jake today. 1 out here in the 5th. And Brian Williams Jr. Don't know, mention that Adam Paniagua's grand slam was 103 miles an hour off the bat and 370, which is the longest home run for the Potters this year. They've had 7. Anywhere from 329 to 370. Brian takes outside for a ball. Williams has singled, walked, and walked. He comes in at 415. A couple more runs scored for Brian today. Gives him 22. From Midwest City, Oklahoma. Takes outside again, 2-0. Peloteros look like you're going to trot out somebody to start loosening up over there, as Lumbert has to be getting near 50 pitches overall, if he's not already there. Swing and a miss, good fastball, 2-1. High school kid, he can throw it. 85 on that one, and Williams a little bit behind it. So it is 2-1 on Brian. There goes the runner again outside. The throw to second base is going to be just too late. And a stolen base for Kenneth Winters. Brady Fern put it on the money, but just too much of a jump for Kenneth Winters. He's in scoring position now with a 3-ball, 1-strike count on Brian Williams Jr. with Ty McGraw coming up next. Ball 4. Williams gets his 3rd walk of the game, and here's Ty McGraw. Here's McGraw. He's driven in 6 already, a home run, a single, and he should have had another extra base hit, but it was a ball down the corner And the runner at first, Williams, couldn't tell if it was caught or not, so he was forced out at second base. That was back in the inning number 4. 3-run home run in the first, 2-run single in the second, and then the RBI fielder's choice in the fourth. Gives Ty 18 RBI now on the season. Probably puts him second on the club to Tristan Russell, who is in the on-deck circle. He takes a ball inside, 2-0. He's got Winters at second. He's got Williams at first. Go back to second. Look out, almost got another guy in the helmet. But safe back at second is Winters. That is fouled off. Tie at 6'3", 225. Going to rearrange the shin guard there. 2-1 on the ninth, the DH for the Potters. Usually first base, but Jason Hansen manning that spot tonight, so Ty is DHing. Chopper out towards second. Slowly hit. They'll have to go to first, and they do. That's Carson Moore making the play. Runners move up, but now 2 outs in the inning, and it's up to Tristan Russell. Russell has grounded out to first. He has flied to center, and he has walked. Leads the Potters with 24 runs batted in. Swing and a miss on the off-speed pitch from Lumbert. 0-1. Gets through the catcher. Here comes runner in from third. That is Winters, and he will score standing up. Moving over to third base, Brian Williams Jr. And the Potters put their 14th run up on the board. 1 ball and 1 strike to Tristan Russell. And again, I apologize for all the times I called him Trenton earlier in the season, because it's Tristan. Ethan Liao, who came on for Trip Garish back in the 4th, is on deck. Inside for a ball. 2-1. Russell, a switch hitter, batting left-handed against the right-hander, Cale Lumbert. Misses inside, 3-1. Potters now have scored in every inning, 3 in the first, 4 in the second, 1 in the third, 5 in the fourth, and 1 here in the 5th. And that sails outside. Russell will take the base on balls. 5th walk given up by Lumber. He's also hit a batter. And here is Ethan Liao. As Brady Fern goes out to talk to his pitcher. No activity that we can see. Now, we did have somebody up, and now there is somebody up for the Peloteros as the manager goes out to talk to Cale Lumbert. Russell at first, Brian Williams over at third. The 2 leading stolen base guys on the Potters. Williams with 17 coming in, Russell with 15 coming in. Williams has 1 tonight, so give him 18. Ethan Liao came on for Trip Garish in the 4th and grounded out to third, so he is 0 for 1. Trip was 0 for 2 and looked like he might have hurt himself chasing down a triple earlier in the game. He came on and switched spots with Jason Hansen for a couple of plays and then left the game after that, subsequent to that. So Ethan came on and took over in right field. So here's Ethan Liao. There goes Russell. He'll steal second. No play on that. And both in scoring position for Ethan now, who is hitting .350 coming in and has driven in 7 runs and scored 10 runs. So very productive in a short time. Watches that one outside and low, so it's 2-0. Piper still getting ready for that dance contest. Probably out scouting some potential dancers. Fastball misses high and inside. Well, they're going to call it balk. So Williams will score. Goes to third as Russell. We're wondering that because that pitch was a pretty good looking pitch. But Williams scores on the balk. Fastball in there for a strike. 2-1. Jason Hansen, the on-deck circle for the Potters, retrieves an errant ball that came out from the Peloteros bullpen. So a momentary stoppage in play, but we're ready to resume here. Lifted in the air to right field. Castillo circling it, and he'll make the catch for the third out. So Potters scored 2 here in the inning. We go to top of inning number 6, Potters 15, Peloteros 3.
Gooseport Public House. We have sports on 10 big screen TVs, 23 beer taps with classics and crafts, a full bar with creative craft mixed drinks, live music, and most importantly, great fresh food. In downtown Roseville off Vernon Street. Only 15 minutes from the ballpark. See ya at Gooseport. Top of inning number 6, Piper's dance party was tremendous, a tremendous success. And here's Brady Fern for his second at bat. Struck out back in the 4th after he took over for Tyler Boyard behind the plate. Jake Morrell still out on the mound for the Potters for his 3rd inning of work. And the first pitch is chopped out to second base. Russell on the run over to first, guns him down for the first out. So 1 pitch, 1 out here in inning number 6. And Landon Plout is the scheduled hitter, and he is indeed getting ready to bat. He is singled and grounded out. That's a beautiful pitch in there for a strike. That's outside for a ball. Out takes a fastball right in there for a strike. That one lifted out toward left field. Russell giving chase into foul territory, and it is a foul ball out of play. That one had some carry on it as well. We saw McGraw go to left field with a home run, more of a line drive than that one was a kind of a more towering shot. That's sobering news right there, Riley. Owen Hunt, who was a Potter, is now a Peloteros. That's fine. I understand that. He was our player of the game on May 28th. Our player of the game. That's crazy. 4 innings, 1 hit, struck out 7, and a win over the South Bay Storm Chasers. You remember the Storm Chasers? Maybe we'll see Owen in the series. He was a great guest. Plout fouls that one back to the screen off the pole and goes right back to Jake Morrell. And that is full service right there. But they somewhat, for some reason, throw the ball out of play. If it wants to stay in that long, that it went right back to the pitcher, you leave that ball in. One and two again to Len Plout. Check swing outside for a ball, 2-2. Adam Paniagua behind the plate. Jake Lavin at third. Kenneth Winters at short. Tristan Russell at second. I believe that's, I don't know who that is at first, to be honest with you. I think it's Jason Hansen, but I couldn't swear by it. Liao, Williams, and Ty Russell in the outfield. Plout swings and misses at a high fastball. He is down on strikes. So Landon is 1 for 3, 2 outs here in the 6th, and Cyrus Nabavi is the hitter. He came on for Drew Perry back in the 4th inning. Singled in a run. Cyrus from Del Oro and Sac City is the Dueling Dogs batters. Oh, he takes the strike right there, 0-1. So if he strikes out, half off Dueling Dogs. Potters are warming up. Bobby Remetti, number 14. Well done, Riley. Thank you very much. Always ready Remetti, I call him, because he's always warming up and he's always coming in. I just thought of that. I'll work on it. I'll workshop it. That's down low. Paniagua with the block, and I don't know if he might have blocked that. He might have been doing his best Carson impersonation on that one. And the umpire is going to go back out to the mound and have a chat with Jake Morrell to give Adam a little time to recover his composure, so to speak. 1 ball, 1 strike. We haven't had a Dueling Dogs batter tonight. We've had a ground out and a single, so we need some Dueling Dogs. Now, we do have $1 beer tonight, so we are kind of spoiled. Fouled off back to the screen and moved the camera because I could hear it in my ear. Riley does not like that, and I am with him. You can hit all the foul balls you want. Do not mess with our camera. I can't be any sterner than that, Riley. Breaking ball, call strike 3. We drink 50% off for the rest of the 6th inning. We'll come back, bottom of 6, Potters up big.
American River College is a top-tier community college sports program that provides student athletes with the opportunity to thrive both athletically and academically. ARC Athletics is currently ranked 5th in the state and 2nd in Northern California. With over 19 sports programs, our athletes compete with the region's best athletes. Our diverse and dedicated coaching staff helps athletes develop the skills necessary to compete at the next level. Start your community college athletics journey with us. American River College, Sacramento's best athletic program. Go Beavers.
I'm Bill Spear, North Valley president of FiveStar Bank. In a time when business can feel so uncertain, we're here for you every step of the way.
I know they have a lot of bells and whistles within their bank, but just the relationship piece here locally on the business side is huge for us.
FiveStar treats us like we're number one. They're right there with suggestions, with help. So I have to bank with people that have our mission in mind.
We're FiveStar Bank. How can we help you?
Well, I walk into the room, passing out $100 bills, and it kills and it thrills like the horns on my Silverado grill. And I buy the bar double.
Bottom of the sixth inning, Potters fans drinking 50% off on dueling dogs and $1 Lincoln Lights. So they have a pretty good half inning coming up. Owen Hunt, our old buddy Owen Hunt, pitching for Peloteros. He is on the mound. Take over. Cale Lumbert went 2 innings, gave up just 2 hits, gave up 7 runs. He walked 3, 4, 5, and hit 1, and gave the grand slam to Peniagua back in the 4th inning. So Owen Hunt will take over for him. Here's Jason Hansen, who has doubled, been hit by a pitch, and grounded out. So Jason is 1 for 2. Peniagua to follow him, then Ty Russell. So 6, 7, and 8 for the Potters in the 6th inning, as they have the big lead going forward. And now Owen Hunt, the 4th pitcher for Peloteros, will try to shut them down here. He misses high with that fastball. 1-0. And that fastball is the same, 2-0. That one is at 86 miles an hour. Riley's showing me highlight. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. I did not see that on the spinning bat. That guy went into the dugout? Who was running that game? I need to know who was running that game. They need to be moved up in the rankings. Was it Brielle? Well, she needs to go up. Sorry, Spencer for hire. I know you're not supposed to lose your job when you're injured, but rules are rules. If Brielle gets somebody to go into the dugout or onto the field, then she's got to get moved up when she's running the game. That's out of play. That was quite lurching right there. That was a little scary. When you scatter the players, that's pretty serious. That's the best one. Well, there's Piper's obviously dance contest, but the spinning bat race is the best thing right now until the Mortal Kombat guys show up. Hansen checks the swing, and it is outside for a ball. He'll get the base on balls. And I'll bring up Adam Peniagua, who has made a pretty auspicious debut. His first game, he doubled in the 2nd inning, scored, and he grounded to 2nd. Then he came in the 4th and hit a grand slam. So, yeah, I'd say he's been impressive. And you know what they say, as far as player of the game is concerned, you can't ignore a grand slam. Who said that? Riley, the engineer, said that. What, like 2 weeks ago or something? Yeah, something like that. We've had 2 home runs today. We have a lot of excitement. We had Voldemort was up here saying, there's no home runs this year. And then we blasted 2 of them out of here today. That is ball 2 outside. 2-0. There's a strike. 2-1. Ty Russell to follow, then Kenneth Winters for the Potters here in the 6th. We thank you for joining us on YouTube, Lincoln Potters Baseball, Stones Broadcast Networks. That is outside. We say to our patriarch, Stones McCoy, get better. Dude, we need you back here. I guess we can say the same thing for Spencer for hire. Get better, Spencer. We know you're a gamer. Get back here. We'll see you this weekend. Peniagua takes a strike. It's 3-2.
Also, Stones is a coach on the Peloteros, so he's missing his coaching debut. So we got lots riding on the next two games. Tomorrow, 7:05. Saturday, 6:05. Hits a ground ball foul down the third base line, so it'll stay 3-2. But subscribe to Lincoln Potters Baseball Stones Broadcast Network on YouTube. Let's get them both over 1,000 subscribers. We are here for every single home game, bringing it to you with Riley the engineer running the pictures. Ball 4. Peniagua gets the base on balls. Hanson moves to second base, and that'll bring up Ty Russell. He has struck out, singled, and grounded to third. After his strikeout, he got to first on a missed third strike and ended up scoring. So he scored a run. He has also driven in a run with an RBI single back in the third inning. Hunt's fastball's outside. That is just a little bit too high, 2-0. Come to think of it, we have a tradition of catchers making their debut and hitting grand slams. The great J.C. Santini did the same thing several years ago. So it is not unprecedented what Adam has done here today. That's a good-looking pitch in there for a strike. 2-1. Kenneth Winters to follow them the top of the order for the Potters. Fouled out of play. 2-2. Check swing. Did he go around? I don't know. The runners are going to move up as the ball got away. Russell thought about running down to first base. He thought he swung, I think, but it's ruled no swing, and Hanson and Peniagua move up as the ball got past Brady Fern. So it's a full count to Russell, and it's ball 4. So 3 walks have loaded the bases here in the bottom of inning number 6, and that'll bring up Kenneth Winters. Winters has singled twice, grounded into a double play. So Kenneth, who came in at 214, is 2 for 3 today and has scored a run, his 4th of the season. He is out at shortstop for the Potters tonight in game 1 of this 3-game series. Fastball's in there for a strike on 1. Oh, 1 pitch gets away and holding on. The Potters on the bases. The pitch was called the ball, so it's 1-1. I think they might have. Riley, check and see if that number of the catcher, make sure that's still Brady Fern, because it looks like having a little talk. Of course, Owen Hunt just got in the game, so that one crossed him up a little bit. Well, it looks like it's number 21, Eli Campbell, is taken over out of American River College. So Campbell is behind the plate. I thought so. That is high. So Campbell, a pitcher and a catcher at American River College this season, is behind the plate for Peloteros. Fouled off by the on-deck circle. So it's now 2-2
on Kenneth Winters with the bases loaded. Nobody out here in the 6th. Jake Lavin to follow. And that just misses, 3-2. Padres have scored in every inning so far tonight to lead 15-3. Shot down to first base to go to second for one. They'll get the one back to first, not in time. It's a fielder's choice. It's an RBI for Winters. Scoring is Hansen. Nice play at first base by Plout to get Russell at second base. Moving to third is Paniagua. And at first on the fielder's choice is Kenneth Winters. He has his second run batted in, or first run batted in the night, his 5th of the season. And Jake Lavin will be the hitter. He's walked twice, he's struck out twice. Padres have scored here, and now it's keeping the streak alive of scoring in every inning. They've got one here in the 6th. And here's Lavin. Jake came in at .441 for the summer. Takes high, 1-0. Brian Williams Jr. to follow Jake. That's high for a ball. 2-0. No activity in the pen for the Peloteros. Padres do have somebody up and throwing. It's Bobby Remetti, as we said. Always ready, Remetti. Probably Remetti, but it sounds better if I say Remetti. It rhymes. Can't say always ready, Remetti. Two and one now on Jake Lavin. Hits it to right field. Coming on. Castillo makes a dive for it. He makes the catch, I believe. Good play by Frankie Castillo in right field. He kind of made a sliding catch and held the runner at third base. So Lavin flies to right for the second out of the inning. And with runners at first and third, pick up Brian Williams Jr. Singled, walked. Scored 3 times, so he has 23 runs scored now. He has a stolen base as well to give him 18 of those. And he takes a strike from Owen Hunt. No balls, 1 strike to Brian. Swings and misses at that high fastball from Owen Hunt. 0-2. Swings and misses. So Hunt gets Williams on strike. 1 run here in the 6th. We go to the top of the 7th. Padres up big on the Stones Broadcast Networks.
Top of inning number 7, it is always ready. Bobby Remedi coming in to pitch for the Potters, making his 6th appearance, 6 1/3 innings, 5 hits, 2 runs. He has struck out 9, walked 3, ERA of 2.84, and he does come out here for the top of the 7th inning, and his first pitch is grounded down the first base line, but foul. That is the first at bat of Mike Santos La Placa. He is in for Jackson Norton. Came on in a couple innings ago. This is his first at bat, though. He'll be followed by, we think, Jason Harris, although it looks like number 37, Garrett Lewis, might be in the on-deck circle. But it's hard to tell because there's a lot of guys milling around over there. And then Carson Moore would be the third batter of the inning. At least that's what we think. So Aiden Chang has come on to catch for the Potters, according to my people. Paniagua with a tremendous debut with a double and a grand slam home run. Remedi delivers a strike right down the middle. Swing and a miss. He got him on strikes. 10th strikeout for Bobby on the season, and that'll bring up Jason Harris. Actually, it'll bring up, like I said, Garrett Lewis. So Lewis will take over for Harris, who struck out and walked in his 2 at-bats. Garrett Lewis out of Lewis and Clark College. I don't think he's the Lewis and Clark, although that would be pretty cool if he was. First baseman, third baseman, outfielder is Garrett Lewis. And Carson Moore will follow him here in the top of inning number 7. That's in there for a strike from Remedi. That is down low for a ball. Misses inside. Three and one now. Swing and a miss. And Lewis is out on strikes. So Remedi comes on, gets a couple of strikeouts, and it'll face Carson Moore, the leadoff man, who was struck out, walked, and hit into a fielder's choice. Oh, 0-1 to Carson Moore. Hits it high up in the air to center field. Williams coming on. Settles under it, makes the catch. So a real good inning for Bobby Remedi. 1, 2, 3. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Potter fans stretching very comfortably with the big 16-3 lead.
When it comes to your home's maintenance and repairs, Jeffers Resource Group has you covered. Our handyman services offer a comprehensive range of expertise, from minor carpentry to drywall, electrical and flooring for property managers, landlords, and renters alike. We ensure that every job is completed to the highest standards, so you can have peace of mind. Contact us today to discover how Jeffers Resource Group can help keep your home in top shape.
Bottom of inning number 7, Owen Hunt back out on the mound for the Peloteros. He'll face Ty McGraw, then Tristan Russell and Ethan Liao for the Potters. McGraw, home run, 3-run home run, a 2-run single, and an RBI fielder's choice. He is 2 for 4 in this one. He's scored 1 and he's driven in 6. Takes the ball high and away. Fouls that one off. McGraw, 4:25 coming in. It's a ground ball foul down the first base line. Sails the fastball up and high over Eli Campbell's head behind the plate. So it's 2-2 on Ty McGraw, opening up the bottom of inning number 7, the first of 3 between the Potters and Peloteros. Great crowd out here for this one. Hopefully we'll get the same tomorrow at 7:05 for Portuguese Heritage Night. McGraw hits it high up in the air, center field. Didn't get all of it, I don't think. News in deep right center field will make the catch for the first out. So 1 out here in the 7th inning, and Tristan Russell is the scheduled hitter. He has grounded out, flied out, walked twice. And it is not Tristan Russell. It is a pinch hitter. It is number 5, Brady Rinaldo. So Brady will come on up and bat for Tristan, and no doubt go out and take over second base in the top of the 8th inning. Look out, that one hits him right in the back. And Brady will go down to first base in a very quick and sort of memorable at bat. Here's Ethan Liao. Came on for Trip Garish in the 4th inning, grounded to the 3rd and flied to right. So he is 0 for 2 so far. Ethan came off the bench at .350 for the Potters, 7 RBIs, 10 runs scored. Fastball is in there for a strike. That gets away, and going down to second base will be Rinaldo.
Owen Hunt, the fourth pitcher. Moore started, Tyler Moore, then Jalen Patterson. Cale Lumbert went 2 innings, and Owen Hunt came on in the sixth. He worked the sixth and is out here again in the seventh. Fastball misses. He's given up a run, hasn't given up a hit yet. He's walked 3 and hit 1. The Winners picked up an RBI fielder's choice back in the sixth inning. That one's fouled out of play. So it's 1-2 on Leal from Dublin, California, and Gardner-Webb University. Jason Hansen is on deck. Potter's loosening up a right-hander, it looks like, out in the pen. That's it fair down the third base line, off the glove of the third baseman LaPlaca, and rounding third and scoring will be Brady Ronaldo. It's an RBI double for Ethan Leal. And Potter's put one up, and they've scored in every inning again. Or still, I suppose would be the right terminology, as Leal picks up an RBI, his 8th of the season. And Jason Hansen is the hitter. Hansen has walked, been hit by a pitch, doubled, and grounded to third. Drew Kirby, the right-hander. 6'6", warming up for the Potters. That is in there for a strike. 0-1 to Jason Hansen. Came in at 269. He is 1 for 2 today with 2 runs scored. Aiden Chang in the on-deck circle. He came in from Paniagua in the top of the 7th inning. That one misses the outside corner, 1-1. Fastball, strike 2. That one at 85 from Owen Hunt. Puts him ahead in the count, 1 ball and 2 strikes. We are in the bottom of inning number 7 here from McBean Stadium. We've had a great crowd out here. Hansen takes call. Well, he didn't. He thought he took call strike 3 and went to go into the dugout, and it was called the ball. And according to my TrackMan, it's right over the plate. And Owen Hunt is kind of like spinning around on the mound going, well, I don't know. I don't throw too many better than that. You're not going to give me that one. I don't really know if I have anything for you. That's it. Take your stuff, go back to camp. I got nothing for you. Hansen takes call strike. You can't take the next pitch wherever it is. He's got to call it a strike. And Hansen is down on strikes for the second out. So Leal stays at second base as Hansen strikes out. And here's Aiden Chang for his first appearance. Adam Paniagua, pretty impressive. 3 at-bats, 2 runs, 2 hits, 4 runs driven in, and a grand slam home run in his debut. So I'll take that if I'm the Potters brass. I mean, I'm not in the upper echelons of the organization or anything, but I would take that. That ball's hit deep to left field by Chang. It's curving. It is out of here. A fair ball, and it is gone. Aiden Chang got all over that one and puts it out of here for a home run. That ball was crushed. And Chang, I think that's Chang's first home run of the season. That is 340. And Baltimore wanted some home runs, so he's got them today. 3 home runs. Swing and a miss for Ty Russell. So that spot is hit. The catchers have hit 2 home runs and driven in 6 runs. Swing and a miss again by Russell. 2 home runs out of the number 7 spot in the batting order. That's pretty good. And that is just a little bit too high. in the dirt. Blocked by Campbell. Kenneth Winters on deck as Drew Kirby continues to loosen up for the Potters in the bullpen. Looking for him to come on for Bobby Remedi here in the top of inning number 8. Check swing, call strike 3. Potters score 3 more times, 2 on the Aiden Chang home run. We go to the 8th, they're on top, 19-3.
Astro Air Design Incorporated, where you feel the difference. We are a locally owned and operated heating, air conditioning, and custom sheet metal company committed to the highest quality of craftsmanship at a competitive price. Our trained and certified technicians have the knowledge and experience required to install, maintain, or repair your home comfort solutions. Our upfront pricing gives you the peace of mind because you know your price is locked in. Call Astro Air Design Incorporated today.
Here in Michigan, we do more than just survive the winter. We thrive during it. You simply can't keep us away from what we love most: great times and amazing beer. The snow transforms the landscape and lays the path for adventures yet to be had. Trails ready to be explored, and freshly groomed hills ready for the first run of the day. And later, as the sun descends, it's time to unwind with great conversation and even better friends. Experience a taste of Michigan winter with Founders Brewing Company, born and brewed in Michigan.
Being a laborer means everything. It was what took care of me when I was growing up. It's what takes care of me now. Because of President Biden and the money he's put into infrastructure, the need for our workforce to expand is out of this world. When our members are able to go to work on these big projects that are funded by Biden's economic investments, it means continued growth in their wages, in their pensions, in their health benefits. It means they're going to be able to take care of their families.
Lincoln provides all the charm of a small town, yet still provides access to excellent local medical care. At Lincoln Urgent Care, you can find expert services and a compassionate staff available 7 days a week. Our friendly front desk staff will welcome you when you come into our brand new facility. Your wait time will be minimal at our walk-in clinic, unlike the emergency room. From broken bones and lacerations to allergies, flu shots, and illnesses, we treat a variety.
Top of the 8th inning. It is Drew Kirby on the mound for the Potters against Dylan News, who has tripled, singled, and struck out. Kirby making his 4th appearance, 3 innings, 1 hit, 6 strikeouts, 2 walks, no earned runs. And that hit Dylan News. So he's on base once again. Kirby out of Cookeville, Tennessee. I did some research on that, Raleigh. There's some luminaries from Cookeville, Tennessee. The winner of The Voice in season 17, a guy named Jake something, Cookeville, Tennessee. Huh? Pretty impressive, huh? Voice is a pretty good show outside from Kirby. Also, Sonny Choi, Olympic breakdancer, Cookeville, Tennessee. Okay, I know that impressed you. Now, you won't know who Mac Brown football coach is, but he's a pretty famous college football coach, Cookeville, Tennessee. That's fouled off by Aiden Diome, who has struck out twice and flied out.
That's impressive. 635.
Okay, folks, this just in. This has got to be a record. We've had some great numbers today, but this is a record. $1 beer night. How many beers were sold? 635. 635. So if you multiply that by $1, that's a lot of money. I can't do the math right here, but there goes the runner. So Willie's saying our prospective players of the game combined for 10 runs batted in, and that's impressive. But this is 635. Wasn't Nolan not here, though? Okay. Yeah, whoever came up with that promotion, the $1 beer,
He could actually come up, sure, absolutely. Swing and a miss on Dion. Dion hits it out to center field. Williams coming on. He'll make the catch about shoulder height for the first out. So Dion is flied out to center field, and we've got number 13. That is Tyler Cody. So Cody will bat for Castillo.
Pitch hitting for the Peloteros, number 13, Tyler Cody.
So Tyler Cody batting for Castillo. He is out of Cosumnes River College as well. Left-handed hitter against Drew Kirby. Hits it right back up the middle. That'll get into center field, a base hit, rounding third. And coming on as news, this throw will go to second base. It's an RBI single for the pinch hitter. So an RBI for Cody. And Eli Campbell will be up for his first time. Came in as a catcher back in the 7th inning. Fouls that one back. Eli out of American River College. That's lifted foul again over right side. So it is 0-2 on Eli Campbell.
And that foul ball brought to you by Eagle Plumbing, taking care of all of your plumbing emergencies and new installations, because when you want it done right the first time, call Eagle. Eagle Plumbing.
Campbell takes a call, strike 3. So 2 outs here in the inning, 1 run in, and Landon Plout will be the hitter. Single, grounded to first, and struck out. So the Lincoln product is 1 for 3. He fouls that one back to the screen. Cyrus Nabavi on deck, or slated to be on deck, as Plout has a no-ball, 1-strike count here. Runner at first is not being held on, so he'll go, and is fouled down the third base line. So Cody took off, but a foul ball will return him to first base. 0-2 count on the Peloteros first baseman, Landon Plout. Landyn for Landon. I kind of like it. It's different. Little twist there. Oh-2 is squibbed out toward left field. Third baseman goes back and makes the catch. That is Lavin. So Plout pops out to third. 1 run on a hit and 1 left. We'll go to the bottom of inning number 8. Potters on top, 19-4.
If you're in need of a seasoned DUI attorney, contact the law office of Samuel D. Burns Incorporated. We are familiar with the laws surrounding your case, and we will work diligently to minimize the negative impact following a DUI charge. With a proven track record, Sam Burns works on your behalf to provide a positive outcome. He's been able to save his clients' driver's licenses and negotiate more favorable terms. Visit our website.
So many local businesses trust Wizix Technology Group when it comes to their office technology. Wizix is a full-service, locally owned company with exceptional service, supplies, and support, which guarantees quick delivery and response times. Copiers, printers, scanners, business phone systems, EV charging, document management, and more. Join the ever-growing list of local businesses and win with Wizix, the largest independent provider in the Valley. Wizix, office technology made easy.
This job is the Esplanade at Turkey Creek phases 4 and 5. Our scope of work for this project is full scope, so we've got all the underground, all the joint trench, and all the topside included with it.
We're putting in sewer pipe, manholes. We're not doing services yet. We go through and do all the main line, and then we come back and do all the services after that. I would say this project right here, the one we're working on, is probably about a 2-month project. It's very costly to the developer, so beating the schedule is very important, more important than most projects. It's got a lot of groundwater, so we've got an extensive groundwater pump system in place. It's just cool to be a part of the built environment and know that for the next 100 years that people are going to use and enjoy what we've created here today.
Hi, Bill Evans, President of the Placer County Association of Realtors. We're in the store, our conference facilities, an amazing team that helps keep together an amazing organization. And we thank them all.
This organization can't do what it does and can't run the way it runs without the help of so many members volunteering their time.
The success of the Placer County Association of Realtors is largely dependent on our active volunteer members to help our organization and industry. The work of our committees greatly impacts.
Bottom of inning number 8. Potter's up big in this one. Kenneth Winters, our first hitter, then Jake Lavin and Brian Williams Jr. And they'll be facing Zach O'Neill, the right-hander from Bella Vista High School. Winters with a couple of hits and an RBI tonight. He's also scored a couple of times. Takes a fastball on the outside corner at 88 from O'Neill. Winters singled and scored in the second and hit to a double play in the third. Singled and scored in the fifth and drove in a run on a fielder's choice in the sixth. That one outside, 1 ball and 1 strike. That is down low for a ball, so it's 2-1. Grounded out towards shortstop. Across the diamond from Aiden Diom. Has Winters at first base for the first out here in the 8th inning, and that'll bring up Jake Lavin, who has struck out twice, walked twice, and flied to right.
And now batting for your Lincoln Potters, from Cal, third baseman Jake Lavin.
So Lavin up here for his 6th time. He has scored 2 runs. Inside moves him back. 1-0. Brian Williams Jr. to follow. Potters with 3 home runs tonight. Ty McGraw, a 3-run homer. Adam Paniagua, a grand slam. And Aiden Chang, a 2-run homer. Fastball is in there for a strike. First home run for all 3 as Potters. Fastball on the inside corner. Lavin takes down low. He was up at 2-2. Potters with 3 in the first, 4 in the second, 1 in the third, 5 in the fourth, 2 in the fifth, 1 in the sixth, 3 in the seventh. which is pretty consistent and adds up to 19 somehow. That's down low again, so it's full on Lavin. Fouled out of play. He is still alive at 3 balls and 2 strikes. 635 beers sold. Might be the most impressive stat we get out of this night, Riley. We have some impressive stats. 3 home runs. 635 beers. That's some tired proprietors right there. Lavin checked to swing, and it is ball 4. So he'll go down to first base with his 3rd walk of the day and 18th of the season. And Brian Williams will be the batter. He's walked 3 times. He's struck out and he's singled. He's scored 3 times. Has a stolen base as well. Check swing, and it is a ball, 1-0. That is high for a ball. Brett Griffiths is on deck if the spot gets up here to bat for Ty McGraw. Evan Williams warming up for the Potters. Three 0 on Brian Williams Jr. Lavin down at first base. That's in there for a strike. Williams fouls it back to the screen, so it's full at 3-2 after going to 3-0. Did you ever find out where Voldemort was, why he didn't bring you your pizza? Did you tell him it cost him 2 spots? Chopper down to third, but foul. So Williams will do it again here. 3 balls and 2 strikes. More started than Patterson, Lumbert, Hunt, and now Zach O'Neill for Peloteros. Potters have had O'Haron, Morrell, Remedy, and Kirby. And it looks like Evan Williams is coming on in the 9th inning. Swing and a miss, and Williams is down on strikes. So O'Neill comes all the way back from 3-0 to get Williams. And that'll bring up Brett Griffiths, batting for Ty McGraw. He is out of Ball State by way of American River College, by way of Jesuit High School. Throw over to first base and back in easily is Jake Lavin. Check swing, and it is a strike, 0-1. That one sails high and goes down to second, Jake Lavin. Off the top of the glove of Eli Campbell. Moon didn't come up today like it did the other day. I guess feels like it makes an appearance once in a while and kind of trips on back. That moon's a crazy thing. Griffiths takes call strike 2. 86-mile-an-hour fastball from the right-hander Zach O'Neill out of Bella Vista High School. They're the Broncos, you know, Riley. The Bella Vista Broncos. I bet you didn't know that. Oh, it's in your area. That is call strike 3. So the Potters don't score in the 8th. We go to the 9th. Potters 19, Peloteros 4.
Gooseport Public House. We have sports on 10 big screen TVs, 23 beer taps with classics and crafts, a full bar with creative craft mixed drinks, live music, and most importantly, great fresh food. In downtown Roseville off Vernon Street. Only 15 minutes from the ballpark. See ya at Gooseport.
Pinch hitter for the Peloteros starting off the top of the 9th, Rain Miller from William Jessup. He is hitting for Navazi. Williams delivers right down the middle. Evan Williams, by the way, in on the mound for the Potters. 6th appearance, 5 innings, 2 hits. He has 3 saves. One ball, one strike on the pinch hitter Miller. Takes a strike. One ball, 2 strikes. Outside, 2-2. A lot of chatter, I believe, from mostly Jessup players and Jessup fans, as we have a Jessup hitter, Rain Miller, against a Jessup pitcher, Evan Williams. Kind of divided loyalties out there. That is ball 3. Just a little bit too low. LaPlaca, I believe, is next. And then Garrett Lewis, but we'll probably get some pinch hitters here. Swings and misses, and Miller's down on strikes. That is the 14th strikeout for Potter's pitcher. Didn't mention Bobby Remedi, 1 inning, and no hits allowed and 3 strikeouts. So Bobby, always ready, Remedi was always ready today. Supposed to be Mike LaPlaca now. Let's see, it's number 4, but we don't have a number 4. So it's number 4.
I got every other number. I got all kinds of numbers here, and I got number 4. That is outside. Swing and a miss. So Murphy, the pinch hitter. And he fouls it off. So Christian Murphy from Malone College is the pinch hitter in the number 8 spot here, and he's 1 ball and 2 strikes against Evan Williams. And there's strike 3 right down the middle. So 2 up, 2 down here in the 9th, and the last chance. Garrett Lewis was in this spot the last time. Let's see what number we got now. Yeah, it's Garrett Lewis again. So it is Garrett Lewis. 2 outs here. As a reminder, we'll have tomorrow night's game, 7:05, right here, Peloteros against the Potters. Saturday, 6:05. First pitch is a ball gets away. We're going to have a strange situation. We have co-players of the game, Raising Cane's player of the game, co-players of the game. Of course, we have to have the Grand Slam guy, Adam Paniagua, in his first appearance. You can't ignore a Grand Slam. He is one of our players of the game. And then for our interview, our plan is to bring up the DH, Ty McGraw from Garndale, Alabama, who had a couple of hits, a 3-run homer, and drove in 6 runs. And so 2 players of the game, and I think that Adam will get interviewed by the interns on their interview portion, which is on social media after the game, and we will talk to Ty McGraw. That's the plan. Hopefully it'll come to fruition. I don't know if Riley agrees with it, but dang it, sometimes you just got to do it. I know I got you some pizza. I asked Luke to go get it for you. I think you owe me that. Lewis takes outside. It's 2-2. Potters 19 runs on 11 hits. The Peloteros 4 runs right now on 6 hits. And they have 15 strikeouts, and Williams trying to make it 16 as he shuts this one down. And there it is. Swing and miss, strike 3. Strikes out the side does Evan Williams in the 9th. Our final score, Potters 19, Peloteros 4. We're back with our post game and our Raising Cane's player of the day right after this on the Stones Broadcast Networks.
Being a laborer means everything. It was what took care of me when I was growing up. It's what takes care of me now. Because of President Biden and the money he's put into infrastructure, the need for our workforce to expand is out of this world. When our members are able to go to work on these big projects that are funded by Biden's economic investments, it means continued growth in their wages, in their pensions, in their health benefits. It means they're going to be able to take care of their families.
Lincoln provides all the charm of a small town, yet still provides access to excellent local medical care. At Lincoln Urgent Care, you can find expert services and a compassionate staff available 7 days a week. Our friendly front desk staff will welcome you when you come into our brand new facility. Your wait time will be minimal at our walk-in clinic, unlike the emergency room. From broken bones and lacerations to allergies, flu shots, and illnesses, we treat a variety of urgent medical conditions. What sets us apart is not just our central location in Lincoln, but the convenience of our extended hours, including weekends. We've become Lincoln's first choice for urgent care because we treat patients of all ages for a variety of conditions and take most insurances. We're proud to be an approved provider for veterans and welcome in our military patients.
From our family to yours, we're here when you need us.
If you're in need of a seasoned DUI attorney, contact the law office of Samuel D. Burns Incorporated. We are familiar with the laws surrounding your case, and we will work diligently to minimize the negative impact following a DUI charge. With a proven track record, Sam Burns works on your behalf to provide a positive outcome. He's been able to save his clients' driver's licenses and negotiate more favorable terms. Visit our website.
Old man knocked on my front door with my teenage boy and a couple more from up the road. He had them by the collars.
Here in Michigan, we do more than just survive the winter. We thrive during it. You simply can't keep us away from what we love most: great times and amazing beer. The snow transforms the landscape and lays the path for adventures yet to be had. Trails ready to be explored, and freshly groomed hills ready for the first run of the day. And later, as the sun descends, it's time to unwind with great conversation and even better friends. Experience a taste of Michigan winter with Founders Brewing Company, born and brewed in Michigan.
And now it's time for our Raising Cane's Player of the Game interview. Right here on Stone's Broadcast Networks.
Welcome in, Potters. Post game, our Raising Cane's Player of the Game. By the way, I'm Mark the Phantom Low. Raising Cane's Player of the Game is Ty McGraw. Ty, welcome.
Welcome.
It's
How
great
are
to
you?
have you up here.
Absolutely.
I was talking to a couple of the interns, Luke over there and Carson, before the game, and I said, you know something? The guy that needs to be a player of the game is Ty McGraw. He's been killing it all season. He just hasn't got the right time yet. And you came out here and you fought up some tough opposition from Adam,
Absolutely.
too. Because
Yeah, it's a
if you want to
big-time
see, this is a motto we have here. It says you can't ignore a grand slam. You
can't.
And we somehow managed to get you up here anyway, and you deserved it with 6
What I'm talking
RBIs
about.
and the 3-run home run. Now you're already criticizing my bookkeeping up here and saying you got your home run wrong, but 329 to left field oppo, that's pretty good, 100 miles an hour.
Solid.
Yeah.
Yep. Trying to stay on the barrel. Tough couple games. I think I had a stretch where I was only 3 for 10, hitting the ball hard right at them. Tonight they started to fall, so looking to keep winning.
Now, is that something you do a lot because you're single also? And you said, you're single, you hit harder in the home run. That also in the hole between third and short.
Yeah. Looking to stay on the barrel. Looking for fastballs over the plate, spitting on the off speed, hitting balls hard. That's what I'm looking to do.
I've got to admit, when you first started, when we started the season, I always look for the best hometowns on my roster because what I do. I have no hobbies or anything. Gardendale, Alabama struck out to me right away. So we just talked about Gardendale. And your mom was out here for the first series. Was she out here,
she
Tracy?
was. Yep, she was out here for 10 days.
She was out here for the series, and so we saw her in the stands, and so we were talking about it. And I did a little research. It is a kind of a small little town, Gardendale, Alabama, just about 17,000, 18,000. How did you find your way out to Lincoln, California?
Connections, I think Hank on the other team today, he was coaching with us the last couple of days. Connections, he knows Coach Feynman back at Troy. They connected, got me up here, and I'm glad to be up here.
And is Mom watching? Is she watching the games?
Definitely.
She's seeing you right now? I hope
hey,
she
Mom,
is.
Probably. Hey, Dad, love y'all.
Well, there's not a lot of people in Gardendale, so I'm assuming that there's a little bit of a watch party every night with Mom's hosting the watch party. Is that how it's working?
Mom goes to sleep early, so it's her and the dog back home right now. But I know Dad's been hosting some stuff with my grandmother back at home. Appreciate y'all, everything y'all do. I love y'all. All the best.
So Mom gives us a view in the morning maybe when she tunes it up, when she gets up the next day, checks things out.
She's up early, 5 a.m. She's got to be at work. I know she's rolling in the car probably watching my at-bats.
So far it's been a great experience for you out here?
Absolutely. It's been the most fun I've ever had. Other than, 12 years old playing in Cooperstown. That's the place.
That's not bad. Now, were you on one of the teams playing in Cooperstown, or you just went there?
Oh, yeah, I was playing.
In the World Series?
No, we didn't make it that far. I think we got like 17th or 18th place.
Well, that's not too bad.
Yeah,
it's a big country, my friend.
Absolutely.
So you come out here. What are your goals coming out here?
Hit balls hard. I'm going back to Troy looking for a spot behind Blake Cavell. He's the man. Love you, Blake. If you're watching, you're the man.
Blake, you're the man. Why aren't you out here? Come on.
That's right.
Come
That's
on.
right.
And we have a spot open for you.
Yeah, trying to look for a spot, going and winning a spot. That's what I want to do. I want to play some ball and hurt my shoulder, kind of mess it up, having surgery, but it is what it is, God's plan.
How much chance is there for you? I know you're playing first base, you're doing some DH, and are you playing other positions? Because I know that's valuable, and that's something they stress out here with the Potters a lot over the summers, is guys getting a little bit, versatile, if you will.
Absolutely, I understand. I'm a big guy. There's not many spots to put me.
I understand.
Don't run hard, I hit the ball hard. That's my motto. Don't run hard, hit the ball hard. But first base has been my spot for a long time now, and I thrive over there, and I love it.
Well, we love having you here, Ty. It's been a pleasure meeting you. I'm glad we finally got you up here.
No
You
doubt.
earned your way up here a couple of times. We finally got you up here. Ty McGraw is our player of the game, Raising Cane's player of the game. We're back with more post-game right after this on the Stones Broadcast Networks.
So many local businesses trust Wizix Technology Group when it comes to their office technology. Wizix is a full-service, locally owned company with exceptional service, supplies, and support, which guarantees quick delivery and response times. Copiers, printers, scanners, business phone systems, EV charging, document management, and more. Join the ever-growing list of local businesses and win with Wizix, the largest independent provider in the Valley. Wizix, office technology made easy.
Welcome back for more extended Potters post game. What a treat here. Adam Paniagua was just hanging around since we did have co-players of the game today. We usually do only one interview because we only have one headset. But you're here, and it's great to talk to you. Welcome to Lincoln, by the way.
Yeah, absolutely. This place is beautiful, man. I'm excited to be here.
Did you just get here today, yesterday? When did you get out?
I drove up on Tuesday.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so did you come to the game Tuesday night? Or
I didn't. I got in at like 9, 10 o'clock. I drove
you
from
got to
Phoenix,
rest.
Arizona, so a little ways.
So Regis University, Denver, Colorado?
Correct, yeah.
Playing D2?
Yeah.
And I know I was reading a little bit about you, which is unusual for me to do research, but I was just blown away. I thought it was a typo. 27 home runs, 100 runs batted in. Crazy.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can explain that, but explain that to me.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I just they treated me well there. They gave me every tool that I needed to develop and grow as a player, and just I had a pretty good year before that as well. I got my year cut short with a broken arm back in 2024. But,
okay.
They bought into me, and, Coach Jolly over at Regis University, he gave me everything I needed to develop.
Now, did he connect you with out here? How did you get out here?
Actually, Nate Kujowski and I went to the same junior college, Chandler Gilbert Community College. So that was sort of the bridge for me. He reached out and said, "Hey, would you like to come play?" And I said, "Absolutely." I was looking for a good spot for the summer.
Well, you made it really tough on us today because you can see we have a motto up here that we put in a couple weeks ago. It says, "You can't ignore a grand slam when you're talking about players of the game." We already had Ty all set up because he exploded early, and then you come out later and get the grand slam, and we were bickering between all of us up here for about 3 innings of who's going to come up. Great that we finally got both of you up here. So. You come out here. Obviously, you're ready to go to the next level, right? Is that why you're here, for exposure?
Yeah, hopefully get some exposure and just stay ready to go for the draft. That's my intent, is to try to play or get picked up in professional baseball, independent baseball, whatever I can get my foot into the door has always been my motto. And so I'm just trying to find my way in, stay ready, and it's a pleasure to get to play here in Lincoln. I love this place.
It's a pleasure for us to watch you play because we were talking about it, and the home run that you hit was the easiest looking home run I've seen all season. It was the farthest 370. It was the farthest we've had. So it was just impressive, and it kind of supported the numbers that we saw on you. So it's great having you out here. I mean, all of a sudden they said there's a new guy tonight, and I did a little research, and I went, wow, we really hit a big one. Really hit a good one there. So congratulations on tonight. Thanks for coming up here. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely.
And we look
Thanks
forward.
for having me.
Come back up again. Hit
Hopefully.
a couple more home runs. Come back up again.
All right.
Adam
Thank you.
Paniagua, our Raising Cane's player of the game. We'll be back with even more post-game right after this on the Stones Broadcast Networks.
Situated on the corner of Lincoln Boulevard and 5th Street, this iconic building has been the home to several hotels over the decades, the most famous and longest running of which was the Lincoln Inn. Having undergone several renovations and architectural changes, this building is the current home of Old Town Pizza, which boasts not one but 2 floors for your dining enjoyment, including open-air seating on the roof. Stop in for a slice today, or stop by the Lincoln Museum to see the 300-pound cash register that used to adorn the front desk of the Lincoln Inn. For more great history, visit the Lincoln Area Archives Museum and, by appointment only, take their free walking tour of historic downtown Lincoln.
Gooseport Public House. We have sports on 10 big screen TVs, 23 beer taps with classics and crafts, a full bar with creative craft mixed drinks, live music, and most importantly, great fresh food. In downtown Roseville off Vernon Street, only 15 minutes from the ballpark. See ya at Gooseport.
Well, longest post game of the season. I'm not complaining, Riley. We got 2 interviews, my friend. We got Ty McGraw was up here, then Adam Paniagua also up here, and a couple of interviews talking to our players of the game, and a big win over Peloteros 19-4. Mark the Phantom Low, Riley the engineer. Tomorrow's 7:05. These same 2 teams, and it's Portuguese Heritage Night and tie night or something, but the ties look pretty good. Then Saturday we've got Superhero Night, 6:05, and fireworks to follow. Getting close to league play. Potters are trying to hone their skills and get ready for some Pacific Empire League play. Final tonight, Potters 19 and the Peloteros 4. We thank you for watching. I'm Mark the Phantom Low. That's Riley the engineer. We do thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.